Hello, Harry. The one I sat back down, I hear Michael buzzing at the door. He's home. He's home again. Oh, I guess he had to go. What did Michael buy? Oh, I guess he had to need something off. Oh, gotta post on Discord too. He was ready. All right, I think Michael will still be a couple minutes. All right. Here's a mess. All right. Where were we at on this? I agree, Scoots. I think we were. I think I finished Rainbow, and I just had to do like a kind of a second pass. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, we haven't even done the wings there yet. So okay, we're getting there though. I think the cleanup pass on this shouldn't take too long, but this last shot doesn't have much done on it, so we'll see. But I'm coming down to 3 months to deadline, so I have plenty of time. But I really want to at least get one other one done than this. But anyways, hope everybody's doing good. I don't know why my brain doesn't know what day of the week it is. It is Tuesday. I am tired. Oh, hello, Brody. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I didn't get much sleep the other night, and I caught up a little bit last night, but I feel like I could still get some more. And I think it got like really hot and humid, and then there's a thunderstorm moving in that's gonna like wipe it away, and it's gonna be nice. So I'm thinking just like there's a heavy pressure system or something. It looks like because usually if I have one storm move in, it's because one pressure system is overtaken by another, and I think it just might be very high pressure or something, and it's really bugging me. And
I'll just fall off of her.
Hey, buddy.
I'll just fall right off.
so the wing closing is basically, that's fine, but I gotta do the.
I promise.
Do I need her wings to open?
Nothing like you.
I promise.
No, actually, I don't think so. I bet you that was a rounding error. I don't think it's supposed to open here. It doesn't seem right. Yeah, that might have been a rounding error.
I promise.
Oh, but she still gets excited. Then her wings in there.
I promise. I promise.
Okay, I kind of see maybe that
I promise.
the wings help a little bit. It just feels weird when they were open here.
I'll just fall right off. I'll just
Hey, you know, I promise. I promise.
I think her right now, it just doesn't look like she's looking at Scoots. I think that's my problem. I think I need to get some stuff adjusted. I think if we turn the head a little bit more, and then maybe check this eye position. Technically she is, but she's looking at like, yeah, she's looking a little low. Ooh, that's not what I want. I usually just having her look at whatever their visible eye is enough. Scoots is definitely not, well, kind of looking at her.
Promise.
But I brought this up before when there's a bit we had. It was one of the scenes from the What the Dub when we played Jackbox Sunday. There is a scene with Hitch churning to point at Izzy and saying like "you" about the like unicorns like shiny things. And in that shot, if you actually look at it, Hitch is like looking way off to the side and pointing way off to the side. But from that camera angle, it kind of looks like he's pointing. If being that the focus is on the character in the back, when it's kind of put out of focus, it is implied. But if you should look at, he's not looking at anywhere at her, and it's because just at that angle it worked better. And I'm kind of hoping that does that here. I think I don't want to have her turned too much.
I promise.
It almost looks better like that.
I promise. I promise.
Yeah, I think it looks better with her almost turned more away.
I promise. I promise. I promise.
I don't know about the body motion on this though.
I promise.
Oh, I do need have The hoof has to lift here. I gotta figure out the timing though. No, that was better. Laying on my face. It's itchy. Let's do. Ooh. Her arms are already kind of like collapsing into her body. Okay, the hoof lands like right here. And needs to stop there. Yeah, let's try that. You make at least somewhat stop. You can't see the hoof, but it's now giving me the basis of what it should be. It should collapse a little bit. Just a teeny bit. There. A little bit more. One more there. And from this angle, it should look fine. Yeah, the hoof not sliding helped a lot. No, I don't want you. You break things. I think I need more oomph to the head here. I'm thinking go down and up. It kind of works. I'm gonna try putting it that. Okay, that helped a little bit too. As the head lag behind doesn't look as stiff. And then how is the? I kind of want to change one thing here. The body, her butt is kind of like shifted weird. Probably just left over from different things we've done. I want to see if I can unshift it. The shift, like the actual like shifting and movement here is, so the blue is the up and down, but I think that does combine a little bit of red. So the green's probably telling me most of where the shifting is happening. Yeah. And it also looks like it might be with shifting and then returning. Yeah, I think that this is mostly shifting position up till here, and then it's mostly just going up from there. So maybe I'll do it from here. All right, then we're going to lock chest 2, and we're going to see if we can just get this to work right. I did that lower lock wrong. Michael's coming. It's you,
It is me.
Mikhail.
Hello.
I promise.
It is Mikhail. Oh, Harry. Oh, the Baroni gamer. You guys looking at Rainbow Butt?
Well, probably because they have no choice.
Yes. You forced them to be here against their will. That's how you have anybody visit. Just like me. Ah. So, how was your day?
It's fine. Spreadsheets all day.
I had my life flash before my eyes. Crazy.
Did you leave a light on? Or did you stare into the bulb when you turned it on?
I feel like you said that because I left the light on somewhere.
Not today that I
Okay,
know
good.
of.
No, I made a mistake.
I promise.
No, it's hot out.
Promise.
Yeah.
Well, on the way to work,
Promise.
I thought I'd grab a soda, drink on the way to work.
Why couldn't you just grab one from here?
I did. I grabbed it from here and put it in my car, put it in the cup holder, and then I forgot about it.
Oh, is that why you brought it, like a napkin, something outside? when you got
Yeah,
home?
yeah. I was cleaning up a mess
Did it explode?
while I was sitting next to it on the way home. So I
Well, so wait, you bought it on the way to work.
no,
then
I took it out of the house and put it in my car. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but so it just sat all day
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, in the hot car.
Okay,
So it sat all the day in the hot car, and
and it floated next to you during traffic.
I look over and I see the can over there. I'm like, oh, that's it there, and I touch it, and it's boiling hot. I'm like, oh, that's hot. I'm like,
Was it bulging?
yeah, a little bit. So I'm like, just stay there, be good, can. And
I would have at least covered it.
and my car like doesn't have working AC right now. It just has fans. So I turn on the fans, I crack the window, and I start driving, and it's fine. It's fine. It's cooling down the car a little bit. The can should be improving. But I was listening.
Kind of. You now have two temperature variants.
Yeah,
might be
and
that's a problem.
it's jostling the can, moving
Yeah.
the car. So I'm stuck in traffic, and there's this loud truck next to me, but I got the window rolled down.
Promise.
So I roll the window up because I'm trying to hear something on the radio.
Promise.
And after a while, I'm like, okay, I heard what I wanted to hear. And I roll the window back down. And that moment, the pressure in the car must have changed enough for that can to just boom next to me. And I had a moment where I thought maybe I had died because that was a violent explosion. And the can is now sitting in the sink upstairs.
Was there any soda left in it?
There was like half of the soda still in the can. The other half was all over my car. And so I cleaned up what I could. Most of it was so hot in my car that most of it evaporated by the time.
Yeah, it was a steamer today.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna just leave my windows open a crack, but when I got to work, I checked the weather and it said thunderstorms 5 p.m. and I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah.
I don't want to risk it.
The clouds are forming overhead now. But yeah, that can just right next to me exploded. And just half of it turned to vapor the second it hit the air.
I promise.
Oh,
So you got hit with boiling Dr. Pepper.
yeah. Never trust doctors, man.
I promise.
But I dried out really quick because it was so warm. I really need to get the AC in my car working.
I thought you said you were going to charge it.
I did say that.
Well, you probably were going to do it yesterday, but then you took a nap.
Yeah, that's part of it. It's like, I'm going to get home early tomorrow. I'm going to recharge my AC system. And then I didn't do that.
What time did you end up going to bed last night?
Like as soon as I went into my room. I didn't even.
No, I mean like
later.
later.
Oh, later? Like 2:30. I couldn't sleep. I tried getting into bed a little after midnight, and then I just lied there. Could not fall asleep.
I promise. I promise.
So anybody who is watching, how was your day? Did you have anything explode in your general vicinity?
Hey, buddy.
Fall right off of here and get
Hey, buddy.
I'm just glad a piece of shrapnel didn't like hit me or nothing. Can stayed mostly together.
fall right off of here.
Here, you know what? Visual represent.
No, don't make a mess down here.
Fall right off of here. Right off of here.
He's gonna bring a destroyed can downstairs. Like, I need to bring proof.
Right off. Fall right off.
This is the bomb. That top just immediately ripped itself off.
The way that just actually kind of like bent. This looks like feed me.
Oh my, he's like, he went, hi! And scared the crap
It looks
out of
like
me.
plastic and how it bent.
No,
Just literally just tore the top off of the can.
happened like inches from my arm.
That is a more efficient way to open a can, though.
Yeah, no, it's unrecommended.
Pop tab still on there.
Pop Tat didn't give away, the whole top did.
That's why, like, if I saw something like that, I would want to put it on, like, under something, like a cover or something.
It's just like, oh no. Cover that up. I probably would have thrown whatever I put over top.
Fall right off of here. Fall right off of here. Fall right off. Fall right off of here. Off of
Harrowing.
right off of here. and get
Hey, buddy.
right off of
Hey,
right off of
At least it didn't happen, like, when you were in the middle of an exit or,
Traffic was
Like-
in a crawl.
yeah. Well, and then you're like, and I can't do anything about it.
I just had to check myself real quick. Be like, I'm fine, right?
You pooped your pants?
No, like nothing hit me. Like if that lid had come off and gone flying or some crap. Howdy, Sunset. You missed my harrowing story of near death. Rewatch it. Long story short, soda can exploded next to me, and it was very, very, not great.
right off of here.
But I survived.
God was trying to take you out. You said, not today.
Always, you knew he'd use a doctor to do it. In the car, yeah.
You always knew he'd use a doctor.
Yeah, I had a soda can that I forgot in my car on the way to work. It's super hot outside, so on the way back from work, it exploded in the cup holder next to me. Like, boom. Made quite the mess.
Fall right off of here. and get
hey,
Fall right off of here. and get
hey, buddy.
That thunder rumbling.
right off.
Well, yeah, just looking out the window. It got dark quick.
Oh yeah, it was rolling in when I pulled up.
Because normally I could see like some light out the window there at this point, and nope.
It's gonna knock out the power again. Power here seems to get knocked out for no apparent reason now.
So I'm thinking it is not helping the sheer amount of trees that are blocking those lines there. Where on if it gets windy enough or a squirrel jumps to the wrong spot because it's literally just intertwined with the trees, it's probably a good cause of it, because nothing else in this area goes out other than our neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I've been wanting to call the power company just to have them take a look.
I haven't seen any of the. I mean, if it was the trees, they would have knocked out a power line or something. I don't know.
No, but they can cause a short, and they can cause like a fuse to blow, and then they're always having to go and replace things. They don't know where it's caused or something. So I don't know.
Fall right off.
Had that happen a couple of times. I used to have a bad habit of leaving full cans in my vehicle. Coke shrapnel can make you shit your pants. Oh no, I was like, there was a moment where I wasn't sure what just happened. All I heard was a loud bang,
Right off of it.
felt like a firecracker going off next to my head.
Right.
It was, and then next thing I look around, I'm like, oh, it's that. My brain kind of put together what happened, and I was like, oh, it's that can that was bulging next to me. It went.
Why did you just drink it on the way to work?
I forgot about it.
You grabbed it like you needed the caffeine. You're always like, I need so much caffeine, and then you just don't drink it.
I forgot about it.
It's your car. I don't care what you do in your car.
Fall right off of it.
Do that in your car next time. You've never done anything like that? You've never left a can of soda in your car?
No, not a can of soda.
Really?
Worst I've done is like I had like a chai latte something, and it was in the car for like a day longer than it should be, and the bottom soaked out. So there wasn't much in there. It was like that much, but from just time, it ended up leaking through the bottom, and then just getting sticky, gooey coffee crap everywhere.
Yeah.
Took forever to get that out of there. Thankfully, it was in a the drink thing that it's in is fully sealed plastic, so it was contained, but it just was tough. My car smelled like chai
That
for a while.
soda went all over the front console, whatever.
I'll just fall right
Hey, buddy. You're gonna
I've never. This is the first time I've had a soda explode due to heat. I've had quite a few explode in the past from the cold, which is equally annoying.
love it. Love it. I promise. I promise.
off of it.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey.
How is your day, Sunset? I think you have my full attention right now. Other than these horses, of course.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
These horses,
That
of
looks a
course,
little
of
bit
course,
better.
of course.
Hey, buddy. You're gonna love
This time the can was either in the back or under the seat when it blew. Well, how did it end up under the seat? You just have loose cans of soda rolling around in your car?
Hey, buddy. You're gonna
Yeah, luckily the top stayed on the soda. Like, it got peeled back. Crazy. I had it in here a minute ago. Oh, scratch. But it stayed on. That was the one thing I checked when I realized it was the can that blew, is that the top was still there and didn't go careening anywhere. Because there was some force behind that pop.
Well, thankfully, it popped at the top.
Yeah.
I mean, because then any of the pressure probably would have forced it down, and any of the liquid would have stayed in the can, most of it.
I suppose the bottom, where I think they're kind of designed, if they're going to pop, they pop from the top.
Yeah, probably. Well, that's the weak point, because
Yeah.
when they do the canning, the whole top is a separate bit, and the whole bottom part is one piece of aluminum, so it can't blow from the bottom unless it actually shears aluminum. But the top is just, I think all it is crusher, isn't
It's
it?
crimped.
Yeah. So that mean if it's crimped, then literally pressure is all it needs, because it would uncrimp it.
Yeah.
The uncrimpening. Most of the time, the can is either in the back or under the seat when it blew. Oh, yeah, just scaring the hell out of me. But once it was in the cup holder and the lid blew up by my face while driving. Yeah, I don't keep stuff like that in my car though.
I didn't intend to.
The only thing I really have in my car that I need to get out of there is I have a paper bag from like something that I brought home and I didn't need. It's just sitting there right now. That's it.
It wasn't my intention to leave the soda in the car. I just forgot about it.
How many things are in your car that you have been meaning to get out of there?
Nothing. There's stuff in my car that I have no intention of taking out. Well, except for all the trash in the back still.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
Like, except for that giant pile of trash over there, but ignore that. Because anytime it's like, Michael, can you drive? Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's got to go clean it out. Then the week afterwards, he'll say the same thing. Like, Michael, it's been a week.
Yeah.
How much trash do you get in the back seat?
I drive
You buy a lot of stuff at gas stations.
No, not really. What? I really don't.
You sure? 'Cause, you said you stopped and picked up a soda?
No, I grabbed a soda from the house.
Oh, so you said picked up a soda.
Yeah, from the house.
Well, when you say picked up, it applies on the way.
I got it from underneath the cabinet.
Okay. That's why I was asking, like, why did you just buy one here?
Did grab one from here. Anytime I go to buy anything from a gas station, it's generally when I'm with you,
But it's usually because we're
stopping for coffee.
going somewhere. There's
Yeah.
something that's going on.
Looks like part of my birthday is going to be spent in Dollywood.
Dollywood?
Because it's right outside Gatlinburg. Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg are basically next door neighbors.
You've ever been to Dollywood?
Twice.
Is it a fun place?
I think it has some of the best water rides, like log flumes and stuff.
Hey, buddy, you're gonna love it.
I think that's what their focus is kind of water rides.
Hey, buddy.
They have a couple roller coasters, but they're not anything to write home about.
Is Dolly there?
I imagine she's there sometimes, special events. But she's got to be like 80 now, right?
Well, she's working 9 to 5.
Oh, right. Correct. I do like Dolly Parton as a person. She is a wonderful lady.
Hearing that song played on Orville during a fight was pretty badass. 2-5. Like, it was perfect. And there was a lead up as to why that was the song they played.
Yeah.
I'll just fall right off of it. Fall right off of
Dolly Parton is one of those rare individuals who just everyone seems to like, I think.
off of I'll fall right off.
I don't think she's had anything, like, no controversies, no nothing. She's just been a positive influence for people.
I think in her early career, she was considered a little bit risque. But by modern standards, today's standards, she's nothing even remotely so.
Yeah, today's standards are a little different.
Yeah.
Fall right off of fall right fall right off of it. Fall right off of it. Fall right off of it. Fall right off of it.
Let's see if I can get this shot done today. I'm gonna guess not.
Like, surprised if you didn't.
Well, because I got to do all the Scootaloo too.
Do the Scootaloo. Sounds like a cool dance.
Do the Scootaloo?
Do the Scootaloo.
No, that sounds like a wrong website. Don't go there.
I'm gonna type in do the Scootaloo. Do the Scootaloo. I wanna see what happens.
Please put on safe search.
No. I'll have a give.
Oh, scratch.
Go at Scootaloo.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
It's just lots of cute pictures of Scootaloo.
Hey, buddy.
Giz would approve. Also, I was gonna check out how old Dolly Parton is. That was my main goal.
She's got to be like 70s.
I think she's probably like pushing 80.
Yeah.
Easy. She is. Oh, I'm on pictures. 79.
I was right.
As
And you
was I.
were right.
We're both right. Huzzah.
You were just being more specific, and I was trying to be nice.
I said pushing 80, and 79 is pushing 80.
Yeah, you went to like, what's the older year? And I'm like, oh, you go look a day over 71.
Are you kidding? With all the plastic surgery she's had?
Hey, buddy.
The,
I don't know. It depends. the amount of times that people that have plastic surgery as they're younger, how it ends up adding up. Like,
I mean, there is some decisions there that probably shouldn't have been made.
yeah, but like, what's her favorite? Betty White. Betty White looked great all the way up until like her 90s.
Yeah.
Like because I don't think she had anything. She didn't look like she had anything done seriously.
I don't think she did.
Because she just looked like she wasn't fighting it and did it gracefully. And
Well, she also kind
better.
of started off old looking.
Yeah, well,
She always
kinda.
she's kind of like Morgan Freeman.
Well,
and
I don't know. She's a look.
always been
Well,
old.
if you go to some of her early stuff, she was a looker. So like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think she was great
She's the
looking on her.
youngest of the Golden Girls. That should tell you something.
Yeah, she was like 30, wasn't she?
Yeah, she wasn't that old.
Yeah, because she was.
She just looked old.
Is that why you like the show?
Betty White.
People that look older than they are.
Yeah, I can sympathize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dolly Stage, like about her life, because she does like to talk about like her life. That was a big thing in Orville. It's kind of like just her talking about like her upbringing. Because she was basically just a beauty pageant kid in a poor, from a poor family.
It was in Orville because there is somebody that was trying to lead a revolution on their planet for women's rights. And
She became their icon.
yeah, and when a person was listening to music, they used Dolly Parton as a revolutionary and was the icon of their revolution. Hello, your Paltina. Marshmallow
Look
raid.
at all these people with
Everybody's got like
marshmallows.
some weird word that goes along with the raid. Hello, welcome.
Ponies are made of marshmallows.
Hello, English McDonald's. Actually, that's pretty decent. What is up? What are you up to? I'm an animator. We're animating horses.
I ain't doing crap. I'm drinking alcoholic tea.
Thank you for the follow, your Paltina. Yeah, the marshmallow raid. Thank you. Hello, Emmy Volpine, I'm gonna guess. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're working on a video for a horse anthology video. We're about probably say like 65-70% of the way done. We're doing the scene from The Boys. We're doing where the show, Homelander throws his kid off the roof. Love the alerts. Yeah, we make them here and there. We have quite a few of them. But thank you very much. Yeah, Volpine, thank you very much as well.
Co-host Michael.
Yeah, co-host. He's the one in the darkness in the back.
I am the darkness.
Yeah, we'll show you what we got so far. Everything in yellow is mostly animated or like pre-final pass animated, and red is keyframed or just started on the cleanup. So
You ready?
I want to try that out. There we go.
You ready?
Ready for what?
To jump.
Wait, you can't be serious. I'm not gonna jump.
You can fly, just like me. You take a big deep breath, you step off, and your body will just do the rest. It'll just take over.
But I can't fly. I'll just fall right off of here and get
Hey, buddy. You're gonna love it. I promise.
nothing like you. I can't fly.
You can. I promise you can.
And then sits way too long on that shot. Yeah, we've been working on this for over a month. We did one other one. We did Poop Mattress. Whether or not that one gets into anthology, I don't know. We'll see.
You're not confident about the other one?
Yeah, because I mentioned it to Jade. He's like, "We'll see."
That does seem like Jay's response.
It was such little effort that it doesn't bug me. If it doesn't get in there, that's fine.
You release it on your channel and it'll turn into the next big meme.
But it's funny because I've always, when I talk to him, he's always like, "Yeah, anything you have, we'll put it in. Don't worry about it." And then I explain that one. He goes, "We'll see."
It is special.
It is special. Yeah, Peltian, I don't know if you're still here, but what were you up to? Were you playing something? Were you animating, drawing, arts? The things.
What were you doing?
I usually am a raid and runner, so that's why I say that.
I promise.
I'm still not
I promise. I promise.
100% happy with Rainbow's. I think I need her front half to go down a little bit more.
I promise.
Yeah. I think that's what's bugging me. Where's the pelvis? Yeah, so it's going down like this right now. I think I just need to have a little bit more oomph to the motion. I think maybe a little bit of just front half downwards. Okay, the hoof's still up there, so I can do right only.
Hello, Autumn.
Left there. Hello. How's it going?
Hopefully good.
I saw you were streaming not long ago without like an avatar. It was you. How dare. I thought everybody just hides their face now on Twitch.
No. Pretty people, they show their face. I don't know what we're doing.
All the popular people nowadays, it seems like all have to have some kind of
Because that's what people,
avatar of some sort.
people don't want to see two ugly dudes and they're like
Wow. Speak
late
for yourself.
30s, early
Jeez.
40s. Speaking for both of us, what I do here.
Early 40s. I am 40.
He's like 40.
I've been here since the magic was written.
Now
I was back in the Justin TV days.
I think both of us should be adorable horses, but
I promise.
like he won't have it.
I promise. I promise.
It actually does feel a bit better. I think
Let's get to look at our ugly mugs.
Agro's like a pirate who doesn't do anything. He runs in, yells raid, and then wanders off to find the local bar. No, normally it's like as soon as we do a raid, like I had Michael just walked in, so if I have to bring up something, it's usually right after that, or we get distracted by other things, or I like go to use the restroom. So I'm always walking away right away.
You two, you are also playing the animated horse girl game. Is that just what bronies have been pushed to?
Yeah, I know it's a lot of people.
It's like
that
they're
are
so
playing
desperate for the horse that they're willing to pretend high school girls are horses.
Well,
No amount of shoes that look like hooves are gonna make them hooves.
Michael, you definitely look like somebody that would be interested in high schoolers, though.
Wow. Wow. Ow. Rude.
I promise. I promise.
That's too much.
I have enjoyed some of the horse art that's come out of it. Like some of the spoofs involving tiny horses.
Because it gives you more horse.
Yeah. No, I fully understand, but it's got good RPG elements though. No, really, it's just a bunch of girls acting like horses, running in races over and over and over again. It's basically like, from what I can tell, it's the equivalent of what if what were those little pets you could have in high school,
Tamagotchis?
the Tamagotchi. It's a high school girl Tamagotchi who races like a horse and does horse things.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a Tamagotchi in high school that was just a high school girl who I was taking care of, that would be weird. Yeah, dating sim for bronies, those already exist. We'll try to play, Michael. No, I'm trying to do other things.
He probably he would play, but his phone is completely consumed by horse images. He can't download anything more.
That's not untrue. But I'm also spending a lot of time in what free time I do have, which is unfortunately not a ton. I'm trying to spend more time in Blender before it gets like replaced by AI. I'm gonna learn it, and then the next day they're just gonna have a AI that can just make everything. Yes, I've been learning Blender. Slowly but surely. But I've been working on some stuff in my attempts.
Choose rum. I didn't flip that up enough. It's gonna hit me in the eye.
I would say I'm moderate to, I would still say I'm very much a beginner, but I'm able to do about anything at this point, just not particularly well. Good enough if I put enough time into it.
I mean, I've been doing this now for like 12 years and I still learn stuff. So it's not like it's just suddenly like you're so good at everything.
I'm amazing at everything.
Have you heard of Everfree Northwest? Oh yeah. I've been there, I think 3 times, but I think the last time, when was the last time I was there? I
would like to go to a horse con.
Well, was it only twice? I swear it was 3 times, but 2015, 2016. I know I wasn't there in 2014. I don't think I was in there in 2014. But I know I wasn't there in 2017. I started going to BabsCon 2017, probably. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I was only there 2 years. I was there when they were at the venue just across from the airport, and then I was at the venue where it was the one just, I know you go to across the that one and walk down like 2 blocks. Then I was at that one. I haven't been to the current one. Well, thank you, Nate. I don't think I have a redeem for converting a Prime sub, but thank you very much.
Prime sub sounds delicious. No, it does seem like everyone who
Oh, there it goes.
enjoyed Horse is enjoying that game. A good derpy.
It says you converted it and then a Prime sub. Like, I'm confused.
As long as Derpy gets food.
But nonetheless, thank you very much.
Like,
we got food from that one, yes.
Like, I'm just gonna say Gemma, like the salt sub she eats. That was one of the first things I like modified in Blender. Well, it's not, but it's one of the things, so that she could take big old chunky bites out of it.
You're going next month? Nice. Now that BabsCon is like Babs gone, I might go to Everfree. I stopped going because of some disputes with the staff at that time and some of the other issues. But when I've talked with people, it sounds like a lot of those people either aren't there anymore or a lot of those issues aren't a thing anymore. So I might try it again. Yeah, but I've heard TrodCon is hit or miss, and then I've had some other issues with the way HarmonyCon does stuff. So, so that kind of only leaves Everfree at this point, other than the other ones I already went to. So we'll see.
Need more horse cons. Need one here in Minneapolis.
I asked Charlie.
And he said no.
No.
He can barely. What'd he say?
I said, so when you bring him back MLPMSP, and he said, fuck you.
Oh, okay.
Literally.
That's an aggressive no.
No, we were at the drinking thing, and I asked him that, and he said, he burst out laughing, and while laughing said, fuck you. So it was just like, he's been asked that 100 times. He's like, fuck you. No, that was funny. Yeah, I don't think that's coming back. There could be a different Minneapolis convention that would come back, not come back, but spawn in its place. But technically, he owns the name.
Yeah. I don't know how much, like, if somebody came back and suddenly called their con MLP, I don't know what legal grounds he would have to stop them on.
If he owns a trademark for it, then yes.
Does it have a trademark?
More than likely. Also, you could do precedence of if they brought it back and they started using some of the branding that looks similar to. He is a business. He could state that this is stuff that they show precedence for owning before, and therefore they have the copyright for those things, because copyright doesn't require filing for the.
It would be like, if you're not going to use it though, it'd be just a little bit vindictive to say somebody else can't.
But no, somebody would have to ask.
Yeah, somebody has, and he's told them no.
Okay. Well, it might just be because even if somebody asks and he says yes, it is going to be on him. Because if things go wrong, it's on him. No, it will. people are going to reflect it on the person that owns it, because that's if somebody is asked Coke if they can use their branding and they say okay, and then they do something shitty with it, everybody's going to yell at Coke. They're not going to yell at the person that did the shitty thing. So it's just this. I can understand why he wouldn't want to, but also to leave hope open for it. The one other reason to say no is because you have plans.
Yeah.
So there's that too. He's wanted to start some other small things up here for like doing small groups, like meetups in the Minneapolis area. I don't know how many people actually have said anything because I haven't. They said they're going to do that, and I've heard nothing about anything.
There's
like
only
Minneapolis
2 people
or not.
I can even think would want to run that here.
You're gonna love it. I promise.
Nothing.
Okay, I think I'm good enough on Rainbow. I'm going to switch to Scoots.
So yeah, there's 2 people in the general area I think could do it, and potentially would want to, but it's still a lot to ask. And to be fair, we already have a meetup we could go to, and we just don't.
Fly, I'll just
So
fall right off of here.
there's also that.
Yeah. COVID kind of killed attendance on our local group, and
It's holding on by like the skin of its teeth.
yeah, we're still going. We were still going for a bit, but our like tighter friend group that was from there ended up making up, like all of us made up about 80% of the people that actually showed up. It was basically us plus like 3 people, and so we ended up kind of just like, why? If we wanted to do that, we could just go and like do anything else other than this like structured event.
It was very same thing every time.
Which was kind of nice a lot. I liked having some of that repetition, but I liked it when it was a large amount of people that had lots of different conversations, people that you like, you had little groups of people that kind of hung out more with each other than others, but there was still like 20 something people or more that would show up. So it ended up being that you still got to interact with lots of different people. You had your own little group, but it was an excuse to also talk with everybody else. And it's just, yeah, that after COVID, it just died. So, and a lot of the people that stopped going are still in the community. They just stopped going to the meetups. Routine, yeah, and meaningful combos. Thank you very much. Animation.
Yeah.
They'll go right in the drums.
It's so cool.
Yeah, the because we went to the Mall of America, which is the big mall in the Minnesota here, which was convenient because you could get like a group of 30 people to all show up at this one place, and it wasn't going to be like loitering or any other problem. They had giant food courts, so you could have large groups of people that go through there. More deeps. I think I have. Actually, here I can tell you how it's split. There's multiple animations for that. It's the little type U one is for 0 to 99, and there's 4 different types from 100 to 499. There's 3 different types from 500 to 999, and then I only have 1 and 1,000 plus right now, and that's the car driving one. I gotta put your specific one back there.
This one's
Yay, derpy. You come riding in on the derpy. I have to put that one back on there.
You know,
But yeah, for different levels, they have groups of they're all derpy typing, but like
He loves
either banging
derpy
on
so
something or
much.
driving a car.
Derpy is his favorite pony.
There's 2 of them on the screen
Yeah.
at all times.
Wait, now I feel like you're just dissing on Rainbow Dash. Wow. Trail.
Rainbow is the biggest thing on the screen. Oh, Scootaloo's kind of taking up a good portion.
Go on diet. A tiny horse.
I'll just fall right in.
I will go and work out. Derpy. I'll go work out. I need to
All
do
right,
that
see you
tonight.
later, Genma. Thanks
Yes,
for popping
bye-bye.
over.
Horse. Not high school girl. Horse. Horse. She got Jupiter's vlogs. Correct. Honks. Honks. Goose. See, that's what those high school girls are missing.
Like people just going through all the different animations.
It sucks.
Socks.
How many socks?
Why do I have so many points? You might think you have a lot, but I can guarantee you
There's more derps.
there's others that have crazy amounts more.
How many of those points would you spend to see two ponies smooching? Night.
This means more derps. Yeah, because I think there's a few people with I think like 200,000 or 300,000.
No, Spacey. That's the bad one. That's not even horse.
Just fall right off of it.
Don't waste your money on that one.
And perhaps I could get smooching.
Yes. It's already animated and everything for him.
You make a loopable redeem that like every time you redeem it, it just adds like a minute to the smooching.
Yeah.
But then they would never stop because it would just be
That would be amazing.
Michael would hack into my account where I have unlimited bits. Make a smooch. We do
Make a
have,
smooch.
Thank you very much, Nate. Oh, you're typing.
You can type in demands.
I do have to make more of those.
I made you the animation.
No, we have. Oh God, where is it? Is it in Ultra Peep? Yeah. Oh boy, switch. Yeah. So it's gonna be this. Well, animated.
Phew.
Zelda!
Link!
Oh boy, smooching time!
We might go over this.
I don't. What is that? Oh yes. That was in a movie we watched. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Sunset gets 300,000. Yeah.
Fly, I'll just fall.
I'd forgotten about that.
Fly, I'll just fall right off of it.
Hey, buddy.
Fly, I'll just fall right.
Now that my schedule is cleared out better, I'll be able to watch more. Oh, nice. Yeah, not much has changed. I keep thinking like the last couple of years have just kind of flown by for stuff. When I like some of the quotes that come up and they're like showing 4 years ago, like what? But that was post purge.
It's gonna keep getting worse as we get older.
I know.
Fly, I'll just fall right off. Fly, I'll just. Fly,
It's also this thing where I kind of want a few years to like go by, like the movie Click.
Yeah, last time I was here was like 3 years ago. You've popped in, like at times other than that for sure, but
just.
been a while since probably being a normal thing.
Fly, I'll just. Fly, I'll just fall.
Thing is, we keep coming back in the hopes that one day we'll be able to hug those horses on the screen.
Fly, I'll just fall.
And he has the power to let us do that, and he refuses to use it. Just so you all know.
Fly, I'll just fall.
I do?
Yeah,
How do I have the power to do that?
you just do. You got horsepower. Clearly, you bring the horses to life.
Just fall right off.
You're doing it right now. Don't deny your power.
Fall. Fly, I'll just fall. Fly, I'll just fall.
Well, Ben's convinced I don't know. He hasn't let me hug the horses. Yeah, I'll tell you that. I made him like
Fly, I'll just.
dinner and stuff.
Fly.
My goal is to try to get this shot done today. So I have like just under 2 hours to try to get this done. So we'll see. Because I have I think the deadline for anthology is like middle of October. So I'm thinking I have 3 months, which Michael, 3 months from now is October.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna get colder again. My soda cans won't explode and try to kill me.
So Thursday is supposed to be like it's dropped very nearly 20 degrees.
Front
Thursday is
movement.
74. And Kyle was talking about wanting fire pits sometime soon.
I'd prefer it on the weekend just so that we can have a proper grill out. So still have those charcoals I want to use.
Saturday is 79, which is not bad.
Is anything tomorrow?
Tomorrow is rain in the morning, so it's going to be wet outside.
But not board games.
No, we don't have board games tomorrow.
Okay.
Fly, I'll just fall. Fly, I'll just fly. I'll just fly. I'll just fall.
There's always something, it seems. But not tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow.
Might jump back into Blender for a bit because I got into it a bit yesterday, but not as long as I would have preferred because I fell asleep.
I'll just fall right off.
Everything's on kind of a schedule now,
Fall right off of it.
which I think some people prefer. I am it's fine. The thing I'm currently working on is almost done, but I'm gonna end up probably redoing the whole thing. I'm just trying to get a base for it
Right off of
for various reasons I don't know yet. I'm basically taking something that was barely finished and making it very finished, but at the same time it makes it not 100% mine. So I'd prefer it be 100% mine,
Hey, bud.
I'll fall right off of it.
but it's a good jumping off point or a learning. Oh, I'm using it for learning, I think is. It's kind of like some Ministry Mare models exist, but if you actually download them and try to use them, like the mains, they don't flex. You can't like take the clothes off and put them on different models, so it's very, very limited and what you can actually use them for. And I fixed that, and it did take a while, but I did fix it. It's a lot of stuff like that I've been doing. It's been good for learning.
Fly, I'll just fly.
Though then I'll ask like a friend to make a model like from scratch, and they'll whip it together in like 20 minutes, and I'll go, how? I'm not there yet.
Is this what you look like?
I wish. That's a cute
No,
one.
okay, shut up. Okay.
Shut up. You're like, don't you wish you looked like this horse?
I'm saying the expression.
Oh, I want to look like a horse. Look at her. She's so tiny. You just want to pick her up and take her home. Walk around like one of those, like some blonde lady, and keep her in your purse. Like a tiny dog.
I'll just fall right off.
Yeah, I think this needs to have the eyes shut, but I think I'm just gonna have the eyes squint in the other one.
Fall right off. Just fall right off. Fall.
Writing fan fiction could be fun. We definitely need more people doing that. It's not. It used to be like crazy. Fan fiction still gets quite a few.
I don't know how many of them
Add-ons.
get the big explosive popularity like they used to be.
I've written 35,000 words.
Fall right off.
It's pretty good in the last 4 days. That's really good. No, I still feel bad. I had an experience with a friend years back, early fandom, who was writing a Fallout Equestria fan fiction, because that was very much the thing to do in the early fandom. And he had a pretty good premise. The whole premise was it was a Pegasus born in a vault, which hadn't been done. But could happen. And yeah. No, and like he asked me if I wanted to do a review of his fan fiction, and I did. And I think I wrote as much of a critique of it as he had written words for the fiction itself. And I thought I was being helpful, but honestly, I think I just discouraged him. And I still feel bad about it. Because in the end, what he really wanted was somebody to just be like, "Oh, this is good."
Yeah, but that is not healthy either.
Yeah.
But a lot of people that when they write, when you know things that are going to happen and what you have planned in the story, and when you're reading, you understand those things, but the other person reading doesn't, and it's really hard to get yourself in a mindset of externalizing yourself and writing it from a perspective of somebody that only understands the story up to a certain point. And so some people be like, this is great, and then somebody else reads it and it's like, this is crap. And but they have to learn, and the best way to learn is try and try.
Yeah.
But writing is a difficult one to do that with.
I'll just fly. I'll just fall right off. I'll just fall. I'll just.
No, I was honest, but I don't know. I feel like I needed to find some sort of middle ground between honesty and like.
It's one of those reasons that I don't do critiquing of work anymore, because most people, when they go to share something, they're not. Very few people are looking for actual ways to improve. A lot of them are just looking for look at my thing and like appreciate my thing. And if you give any critiquing, it tends to do that. It demotivates people, and then it just looks poorly on me. So I just don't do it anymore. I don't mind helping people, but I don't critique.
I'll just fall right.
Yeah. I found what I most enjoy doing is just putting ponies into existing video games. So, or just, I don't know. I like learning,
I'll just.
which has its own problem because I'll learn something, how to do something like mediocrely, and that'll be like, okay, I understand it now, and then I'll move on to the next thing, which means like,
So you're
I spend more time learning than I actually do producing anything.
You're the jack of little, master of nothing.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
No,
Yes.
no, jack of little.
Jack of little. I don't like Jack of little. I know the basics of many a thing. I've worked in 3 different video game engines. No, 4.
Yes, which means that
5.
you don't have a strong grip on anything.
No, I don't have a strong grip on any of them, but I know how to basically use like 5 different video game engines or modify 5 different video.
But you don't need to anymore because you have ChatGPT. You can basically write video games with it. It's not going to be perfect, and there's going to be some definite things to try to fix, but you can.
It's true. But no, I'm trying to get better with Blender because it doesn't matter what video game you're modding and what engine, you're going to be using Blender at some point in the process. So Blender's just good to know.
Okay, so if you're making a pixel art game.
Well, maybe not a pixel art game, but
You said
it's
any
3D.
game.
Okay, well, I meant 3D game.
Well, see, now you're changing the rules.
No, though to be honest, the first time I modified a game, it was Fallout, and I never touched Blender because I had a stolen copy of 3ds Max. And the first 3D, I actually got really good with 3ds Max. I did some pretty cool stuff with that. Once upon a time, oh no,
Oh my God, she's driving that car.
She's going stuck on the face. She's so good.
There's always two ways.
No,
You killed Darby.
no, she's fine.
So thank you very much, Animation. I don't know what bits do exactly, but I hope they support you. They support me directly, so I very much appreciate it.
We don't eat unless you get enough bits.
Man. They're direct support, and they are appreciated very much.
They buy pre-made hot dishes.
I wanted to try it.
It was all right.
Well, because I went there to pick up a pizza, and they had no pizzas.
I have pizzas in the freezer.
I know you have some in the freezer, but I was going to pick up one because it was on the way
I wanted a
home.
nice one.
Well, but they literally there was nothing, and so
Yeah.
like, well, I'll grab something, and they're like, well, I have the time to cook that one, so I did. I picked up a pre-made hot dish from the grocery store, and it is about just a bog standard tater tot hot dish you'd expect.
Yeah.
I like mine much more.
I did, for the first time in a very, very long time, deep fry some food over the weekend. And it turned out okay. I needed to redo a couple of them like a few times to get the breading right, but it was pretty tasty. And I covered it in gravy because I'm from the South. Yay, food needs to be lubricated. That's what gravy's for.
Yes, I agree. Food should be, you should lube your food.
Yeah, absolutely should.
That's why like oil on sub sandwiches is a thing.
There was a restaurant back in Florence, Kentucky I'd go to called Steak and Lube. And it was like like a Harley bike place, but it was also a restaurant, but not the one you're thinking of in Wisconsin. It was kind of like that though, but the food was bad. So it's different. The food was not good.
We have
It's called Steak and Lube.
just east of here. There's a Pump and Munch.
Pump and Munch?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's food and fuel, but I like Pump and Munch.
And Pump and Munch and Steak and Lube. These are great restaurants. Now there's a Harley place in Wisconsin that actually has good food. Not amazing food, but you won't be disappointed.
The one in Milwaukee?
Yeah.
I think the food there for like a Harley museum restaurant built in, it's really good. Like because our standards were like, I would say pretty low, but then it took a large group. The food was pretty good. The service was pretty good. And both times we've been there, it was pretty quick and snappy and easy. So
There's only one place in Milwaukee that I could say we had great food, and that was the market. I had great food. It was really good fish. It was proper fresh fish. It was delicious.
yeah, that market was good. I'm looking forward to going there again. It's a little bit of a walk, but if you're only going to the places closest and for based on distance, you're going to be severely limiting yourself. Like Major Goolsby's is pretty good for being across the street. But,
Yeah, it was all right.
but still, it's nice to try some different things.
It's hard to find really good food in restaurants. I'm not big on going out to eat, and part of it is because I don't think restaurants, for the most part, offer anything special. Like I feel like I can cook a lot of that stuff at home.
Well, if you're out at a convention or traveling,
Yeah,
it's a little bit more limiting.
yeah.
And it's nice to try stuff in the area.
Derpy.
Thank you very much.
Good make the
The heart's
derpies.
exploding. But if you're at home, I'm not one for eating out. I would rather do like I did today. I'd rather just get something at the grocery store that's something you can heat up at home than just buying something that comes in a bag. And it's like, yeah.
Or do like I do and make so many dishes cooking food. You have to do it 3 times in one weekend, which was last weekend. I did 3 loads of dishes. Oh, so many dishes. But I got rid of the soup. Did you see that?
Yeah, I was actually looking in the fridge at what food we had in there the other day, and I was like, where's the soup?
I tossed it.
You tossed it?
I did.
Was it gone already?
No, there was still some in there. It was just getting old.
Oh,
And there was barely any room in the fridge.
oh okay. I thought you ate it all.
There wasn't a ton left.
Yeah, it was pretty there.
It was like maybe a bowl.
Today at work, I had a cold cut sandwich, and they had chicken corn chowder.
Yeah.
It was very thin. Like
So my corn chowder was better. Saying.
theirs had a lot of other veggies in it that were nice
Yeah.
and big. So it was almost broth-sized veggies, like a beef broth one where you get like lots of celery and carrots and other things. I liked having that like variety of stuff, but corn, there wasn't much in there. But yours had too much corn.
No, I put 50-50.
I know, but like,
If it's corn chowder, it should have a lot of corn. You can't call it corn chowder if it only has a little bit of corn. It should be at least half corn. Otherwise, it's not corn chowder. It's a vegetable soup if it's all mixed together. A vegetable chowder, not corn chowder. If they called it corn chowder and it wasn't at least half corn, it was bullshit chowder is what it was. It's my corn chowder rant.
I knew it would trigger you, and I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Not the first time you went off about that.
About
But
corn
your
chowder?
first time was You didn't do 50-50.
It was
you did like
100%
100% corn. And it was just like
was
you
corn.
opened a can of creamed corn, put it in the microwave, and that was your dinner.
It was more to it than that,
Yes.
but that was mostly the case. Yes.
The last one was better. I think what would make it good is large chunks of potato. Not, you don't have to put too much in there, but like big chunks of it that you kind of have to break up with a spoon adds a little bit of fun for it.
I used the cutter thing. Cutting it
Yeah.
by hand would be a nightmare.
I mean, that's why I said big chunks, because if you have it like hash browned, essentially, it just gets mushed in with everything else and just becomes mushed potato. But the big chunks are nice because when you actually cut it open, the center of it isn't just absorbed all the liquid. It's a little bit like actual like difference of texture, and I like that. And it was big soup. About once a month, my parents would get, and I would dine at the local hospital cafeteria. They had the best soups. My God, they were yummy. See, like if you do like a scheduled thing with somebody like that, then that's fine when you're going out to eat, because then you're making it like this is our time to go and do something and not have to worry about cooking. It's just like company and whatever. The fact it's good food is even better. But like when I was back in college, the big thing was eating at the cafeteria there, and I ate so much of the weird, bad stuff that was there, like burgers and pizzas and stuff, because like it was all the same, and I got so sick of that type of food when I was there that all we started doing after a while was we do salad bar, whatever the daily special was. That might be something like meatloaf or something, or otherwise an international bit where they would actually fry up something with like rice or like a noodle dish. And we started doing that constantly because it just got so sick of the other stuff. Every now and then you go to a burger, but it's kind of just made the same thought of anything I can make at home would be better than just anything fast, because most of those are sandwiches and pizza and these like I'm just sick of that stuff. I like a good burger sometimes, but generally I'd rather have like a rice dish at home or like just a 3-piece meal at home. It's so much
It was
better.
a cup of coffee and the whole cake, Sunset. A measured cup. Each person eating a slice would get like a quarter thimble of coffee. It's in a coffee cake. I added it for a bit of flavor. You're not gonna get a bunch of caffeine. It's gonna get more. If anything's gonna keep you awake, it's gonna be all the sugar.
I don't think that's how sugar works.
The sugar will definitely keep you awake.
Because like they did like a study or something about like kids with sugar rush, and they said in general it's like kids don't have sugar rushes. It tends to be that most of the time when they're consuming a lot of sugar, it's because it's at a party or some other group thing, and in doing so they're eating a lot of cake and drinking sodas and drinking juice, and then they associate that with the energy. But a lot of it is they're just kids with other kids, and they're doing stupid crap with other kids, and that's where all the energy is coming from. Eating a bunch of sugar there's not really, it can help give you a bit of energy to go forward, but it's not going to make you go crazy by eating a bunch of sugar, especially if you're used to it.
I didn't forget. It's just such a tiny amount.
Yes, again, but how much a coffee will keep somebody awake is dependent on their tolerance for it.
Yes,
and
but-
you are a walking caffeine machine.
Yes.
So it doesn't do anything
There's
for
more
you.
caffeine in the chocolate.
When you said before, it's okay, I can drink a soda late at night because it helps me sleep. That means you had caffeine is literally went so far, you went the overflow error.
Yeah.
And so that's different than other people.
I've only had 2 cups of coffee today.
And a soda.
And a soda.
Yeah, that's a decent amount of
And
coffee.
the soda that exploded in my car doesn't count, though.
Well, no. Did you get some on your skin?
I did. Absorbed.
Yes. And whatever came up probably got misted in the air, and then you breathed it in as direct caffeine to your system.
Yeah, it did become soda mist. I still have yet to like coffee. I mean, I'm gonna say that's a good thing. It's a horrible habit, coffee.
Yeah, personally, I would say if you don't already like it, don't bother. Well, unless you're already addicted to some other caffeine, that's the main reason to stay away from any type of thing like that. If you're already not doing caffeine, don't do caffeine. But if you already do some like caffeine stuff, coffee is just a different way to get into your body that if you get used to doing it black or something, you can get the caffeine without the ton of sugar or other things that you might get from soda or creamers. But to enjoy black coffee, you got to put work into it. You got to know what you're doing. The Ponymeter groups on my caffeine response
sugar
and action.
and cream.
Yeah, caffeine is something you can respond to.
Fall right off of fall.
I always like the comics with Pinkie Pie and coffee. She's like, gross, this stuff is nasty. Somebody's like, have you ever tried putting sugar in it? It's like, well, you can do that. And then all hell breaks loose. It's fun. Those are fun coffees. Fun coffee comics.
See, wow, Freudian.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Fall right off of it.
If I have 3 cups of coffee in a day, that means I'm in trouble.
Right off of it.
I,
Right off.
Freaking Draft. He used to chain drink coffee.
yeah, like
all the time.
my limit was 2 when I was doing coffee. If I had to have any more than 2, it meant I am at a problem and I needed to do a reset and get my system clean. Because you're needing a 3rd one to stay awake. It's usually because your tolerance on 2 went so high. But if you
Or you're just not getting enough sleep.
well, there's that too. But if you give yourself a reset, which I would say is at least 2 weeks, then you can have yourself back to like 1 cup and be fine. But no matter what, coffee is never about a single cup is enough. It's always about whatever you had yesterday plus some, no matter what it is. No. And if you always do the same amount, it will help, but you're never going to quite get into the like energy range.
Are you chasing the coffee dragon? Is that what's happening?
Essentially, no, that is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Is your body always wants, because when you first have caffeine and from nothing, it's a huge boost. But as your tolerance gets up there, all you're doing to get above that line, that tolerance line, you have to have more, and you have to always have more. It is a drug.
Yeah. If I don't get it, I will chew off someone's arm. Might be mine.
Fall right off.
Could be a random stranger's. There's no telling.
Fall right off of it. Fall right off.
Like if I'm drinking 3 cups, it's because I goofed and slept like 4 hours the previous night. It's the only time I ever end up drinking that much.
Well, I had some problems for like, not last year, but I think it was the year before. It was one of the years for Cider Fest that the time for getting all the prep stuff and trying to keep up with everything else that was going on at the time. I was drinking, I had like a coffee in the morning, like a big coffee, like medium or large from like the gas station. And then I would also have like an energy drink in the afternoon. And it was the only thing that kept me going throughout the afternoons. And it was when I started doing the energy drinks, I'm like, oh, I'm awake again. But then I got used to that. And it was a hard crash getting off of doing that. But it was just what I needed to do for keeping up with that. But then when the convention came around, I just didn't have fun because I think part of it was because the con had a bunch of bull crap. But the other one was because my body was dragging and I was forcing it with chemicals, and that wasn't healthy.
But that's what.
But also just led to not fun.
Just fall right off of it. Right off. Just fall.
I mean, look what I drank. It's iced tea with alcohol in it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta keep going.
Fall right off.
Gotta go
Right
fast.
off of it.
Or at least at all.
Right off.
Gotta go at all.
When gotta go fast is talking about to your death.
Candle of both ends, man.
It came out of both ends.
The candle burning at both ends.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Fall right off. Fall right off of it.
But yeah, waking up at 4 o'clock for work sure sucks. Yeah. I had it where there was a summer that I was doing, I had college, just one class over the summer, and I was staying for summer. And I think the class itself started at like 6:30, and it was like a 3-hour class. And because it was compressed, so it was like 3 days a week, 3 hours each. It was rough because I am not a morning person, and I was not able to do that. I tried for a while to just stay up all night, then go to class and then sleep during the days. I couldn't get used to that either. My whole everything was messed up and I hated it.
That's why I kind of like living. When I was, I mentioned this before with people who've been longtime watchers. I used to live as a kid in an underground house. And when I was working at McDonald's, I worked third shift. So I would get home at like 9 a.m., sun's coming up. And that was when I went to bed. And it was easy because there were no windows in my room. So the difference between day and night were non-existent in that room. Which is really, really useful. Because now, if the sun's up, I can't sleep. If the sun is coming through the curtains, I'm up. Can't sleep past that. Which is really annoying in the summer months. Because winter, it's fine. Sun doesn't come up till like 9:30. But freaking like this time of year when it's coming up at like 6, drives me nuts. I think I woke up today, even though I didn't get into bed until like 2:30 because of another thing. I woke up like 6:30. 40 minutes before my alarm went off. I just lied in bed, but I was awake.
Yeah, I had the job when I worked in trucking that I started at 4 p.m. and I got some days I'd get off at 10, so I'd only work 6 hours. But then, because it was a trucking and everything, we had to go long haul. Everything left on Fridays, and so Friday nights, every Friday, start at 4, and I'd probably, on a good day, I'd get out at 2. Maybe 1, so that'd be 9 or 10 hours. But there had been days where we would leave at 8. So you get there at 4, you leave at 8 the next morning. So you're there 16 hours. And some of it, I'd be sitting there doing nothing for 3 hours. But I have to sit there and wait and do the paperwork. And because I was the paperwork guy. So there had been plenty of times where I was driving home with sun up. And I'd go to bed at like 10 a.m. But then I'd stay up every night, even on the weekends, until like, usually I went to bed when the sun went up. So it'd be like 5 a.m. every morning. And I think that doing that for like many years really messed up my sleep schedules. I think that might be one of the reasons I have difficulty getting a stable sleep schedule, because I did it during like my 20s. So, but I kind of liked it because there was a guy I knew that was like in a different country and he was up late all the time, my time. So then we just kind of hung up at the same time. But yeah, I don't want to do that again. And I don't recommend it. But when I was doing college, so this is just before I started doing the horse thing, I was doing online college. The nice thing with doing that job though was I could do my homework or some of the stuff at the job, because if I sat there for 3 hours doing nothing, I could do my homework. So it was actually kind of convenient for that. And that was one of the benefits of having that job, but I just didn't like the time. The schedule sucked.
Hey, buddy.
Let's see if you can do a little bit of a dip. Okay, good. I thought the hoof was locked. Yeah, whatever you do, don't work in trucking. I mean, I'm going to see
the lesson. That's the lesson in all of that.
Yeah, no,
don't work in trucking.
I'm not only speaking about driving truck, working in trucking in the office, because it's, especially if you're young, because it gives you it's a job that pays decent for, probably maybe not anymore, pays decent for somebody that's young, but has very low ceilings. So you really have no option to go anywhere with it. So, and then you get skills that you can't really use anywhere else. So you get stuck at a lot of those places and they treat you like crap. They don't give you raises. The market will keep up, but as soon as you're there, you could easily jump jobs every couple of years and make more money than keep staying at the same place, because they will, it's a very competitive industry that does everything possible to keep their costs down, because in a competitive industry, they have to keep how much they're charging people as low as possible. And the only way they do that is if they keep all their margins as tight as possible. So it's some stupid crap. And I worked LTL, not like not like UPS or FedEx or small package. It was all less than truckload.
Yeah. Jobs.
Yeah, I'm
Need some.
I'm glad. By comparison, my current job is a godsend compared to like clocking in and out, having being forced to only work 7 hours a day on a full-time job so that you worked just enough for being full-time, but then they didn't have to pay you for a full day because they made bad decisions and they were gonna like get their money back from their bad decisions by just making their
Screwing over the
workforce
employees.
suffer.
No.
But then they still expect you to work 8 hours or 8 hours of work, and if you don't quite do it, then that's like, why aren't you keeping up with like last week? Well, last week I was working 40 hours a week. This week I'm working 35. Well, yes, but you're still expected to do the same amount of work. Oh, if I could do that before, then why was I? What? How? What would you would have said I was slacking if like, well, you were able to do it in 35. Why can't you do more in 40? And it was such crap. I hated that industry so much.
I do kind of like my place at my work because they know they can't threaten me with a good time by firing me. So
some people are into it.
Like I'm kind of at a place with my job where it's a good job and I make good money. And I'd say I'm relatively at least important in my job. So they're not gonna fire me, but I also don't care if they did. That's a powerful position to be in.
Well, there's a fine line between being important and being irreplaceable. You want to be important, you do not want to be irreplaceable. Because irreplaceable means if opportunities pop up to potentially grow your career, they generally are in a better position to not, because if they do, it costs them too much. So they want to keep you where you are. But if you're important, well, then moving you up is a good thing. So yeah, and I had an old manager that he came in. He was a retired VP from a different company that had all the money in the world. He had no concerns, but he just went and did this other job because he was bored and he just knew things really well. And because of that, he knew a ton. He knew all the bullshit, but he also was just chill and cool. So he was seeing that. The other big one was when you're working in a professional environment and you're growing your career, stay with the company for 2 years and then leave. You learn the most in that first 2 years, take your knowledge, go somewhere else. Most promotion tracks for like, not to manager, but within the same track that usually does different pay scales tends to be an every 2 year thing. So that after 2 years, you usually will have the experience to be open for a promotion. But the company, if they don't want to promote you, that's fine, because now you have that 2 years experience. You can go somewhere else and get like started with that promotion.
There is a stipulation in that if the company you're working for that you're leaving tries to get you to sign something that they're calling a non-compete, run away. Well, don't sign that shit.
Well, that's specific industries and other things.
Yeah, my industry tries to do that to everyone.
Sales is a big one for it too.
Like if you want to take your experience and go somewhere else to a similar job, they will try to get you to sign a non-compete so you can't.
Well,
it's not legal in some states.
But they can't get you to sign anything when you're leaving.
They can try.
Yeah, but you don't have to sign anything.
Yeah.
Because at that point, the worst that they can do is fire you, but you're already leaving.
Yeah. No, I mean, I heard a few, like we had somebody leave my job and somebody else tried to get them to sign a non-compete on their way out the door or tried to remind them of a non-compete. And they had words. And it was colorful. But yeah, it's like the company you work for will try to screw you. Well, in a lot of cases. Not
the company will. Normally the people... There's not many managers, unless they're really tryhards, that are going to try to push that on you for like a reason or another. The company itself might try to do that, but they're the people that don't see you as a person anymore. Normally, there's some crappy managers out there, but I think generally most managers in the world are pretty good. It's just that we hear a lot about the shitty ones.
If they're sales managers, they're pieces of crap. That's been
That's
my
what-
experience.
That's why if you're quitting a job, don't sign anything. Or if you do sign anything, make sure you've read it really carefully and
Don't
you know
sign
what
it.
the hell it says.
You have no reason to.
But more than likely, there's nothing on there that would be important. Why would they have you sign anything? And if they need to do an exit interview, you have no obligation for that either. Literally, you have no obligation to the company other than they can the only control they have over you is that they can let you go. So if anything, if you're already leaving, then they're obligated to pay you that 2 weeks. If they let you go a week beforehand for not doing something, they still have to pay you that 2 weeks.
The sad truth is a lot of employees at jobs, the only real power they have in their position is the threat of leaving if they don't get what they want. And if you think you have that kind of leverage, I'd say use it when, not all the time, use it when it's important.
I did that at the last job. I was trying to get the pay that I was needed for my position, and they kept putting it off because they did a pay freeze. And my manager was trying to fight for it, and eventually I said, I have my resignation notice in my back pocket, and like I am willing to put it on your desk right now.
Yeah.
And then they're like, that manager said, I'm going vacation this weekend. When we get back, we'll get it done. And I'm like, okay. She quit that weekend. And I'm like, you fucking kid, you bitch. Like that was dirty because now I have to start all over again with somebody else. And I ended up got her WhatsApp and called her to talk to her, and she goes, it sounds like I was a dick move, but I will tell you the truth. I did not know I was going to be quitting until after that meeting, because she had a job opportunity pop up like literally right after that was much more pay to do a higher position at a different company, and this one was going down. And she's like, I did not know that was going to happen. She goes, and I realized that really made me look evil. And so she at least apologized and talked it over. But I was like, oh my God, I was so pissed.
No, I threatened to quit my current job, and I was going to do it, if I wasn't involved in the hiring process for new employees. And I got my way and a promotion, and it came with some money. And they were like, please don't leave. This place can't run without you.
You have to,
I'm like, I know.
You have to know. Like this is a separate story, but it's related. We one time had it at one of the audits that we were doing that, we had a bunch of findings that were coming in during the audit, and our manager, this is the same manager I just brought up there, was said on that, she goes, so we'll push back on these two, but these other three we won't worry about. And one of the people there said, they're like, but those are definitely bullshit. We could fight them and get them removed. And she goes, she said, they're not, yeah, we could do that, but they're also super easy fixes. So if we try to push on everything, we're going to lose. But if we push and we fight on the ones that are going to be the hardest to fix and then just eat the easy ones, it'll work out better. And they were able to fight the hard ones and get them reversed. And then we just dealt with the smaller ones. And the same thing there, though, of you have to know what battles to fight and which ones not to. Push back on the things that'll benefit you the most. But then that means that sometimes you might need to take it a little bit, take a little bit of bullshit to keep that positive look of things, but then know when to push back on other things that when it works to your benefit the most.
Yeah.
But it means that you might have to just like bend over on a few other things. But if the bending over on those is minimal compared to the benefits of the others, otherwise, if you just fight on everything, you're just going to look like a hard ass that's not willing to bargain and bend.
Yeah, at the same time, though, if they're not willing to give an inch, and a lot of companies don't, if you're going to fight on something, you have to be willing to leave.
Yeah, you have to. Don't make a threat if you are not willing to back it up.
If you say, if you don't give me this, I'm quitting, and they're like, well, we're not giving you that, and you don't quit, well, then they're never going to take you seriously ever again.
Yeah, you
better go into those kind of conversations thinking, okay, this is a non-negotiable point. If I cannot get this, I'm done. I'm moving on. I can find something else.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be willing to go that far if you actually want to get anywhere in a lot of jobs. In your career in general, honestly, because a lot of people just aren't ever going to give you the time of day. And if they're not willing to respect your time, your wants, the things you consider that you need.
But again, don't fight on everything.
Well, yeah, because then you're never going to keep a job.
Yeah. If there's two things you can fight on, and one is gets you 10% of something and one gets you 80%, don't fight for 90%. Just fight for the 80%, and then you look like you were helping them out by not bothering about the 10%. And because if all you do is fight, you're just going to be selfish.
Well, like the thing where I wanted to be involved in the hiring process, the reason I wanted to be involved in that hiring process is the guy who was doing the hiring, I knew he was just going to be hiring people based on who he thought he could buddy with, because he's just that kind of guy. And I'm like, no, I need people who will help me in this position, not people who you're going to hire on just to be your friend. And I said, if I am not involved in the hiring, if I don't get to make a decision in the hiring, I am done here. Because what I didn't want to deal with was just him surrounding himself with a group of toadies.
Yes, men.
Yeah, a bunch of yes men. And I needed actual help. So, yeah.
Well, you have health insurance.
Yes.
So
Is that not enough?
yeah, you
like,
can
no.
go for a therapist.
Yeah, no. But I got that, and it came with a promotion. They're like, let's just get you promoted then.
Yeah, my old manager, when I asked, because it was when the basement stuff was going on, and like I was like, I could use extra money. I looked at the paperwork and I was like, I have the potential to have a promotion. So I asked my boss about it, and he stops. He goes, yes, you do. Let's make that happen. Like, that was it. That was the whole discussion. Like, I thought I was going to have to like come in there with like things to talk about and fight on it. And he goes, no, let's make it happen. And it was like in 2 weeks, I had to pass through his manager, and I'd had to do some like answering some questions on stuff, because it's, if they push down the promotion, it's one thing. If I push the promotion up, they required, like, I had to get this like thing that showed a scale on numbering and where I fit within there to make sure that the promotion would fit within that. Like, I was working at an appropriate level, and I was already working like 2 levels above. It's just they weren't able to double promote. That's why next year I'm going to be fighting for that. But yeah, that was the best answer you could get from the manager of like, yes, let's make it happen.
That certainly makes it easy.
Yes, it was. I had like all my paperwork. I had things. I was ready to fight for it, but I shouldn't have even thought that was going to be a thing. That guy was.
You have to be prepared for the worst.
That guy was a really good manager, and he retired in the last year. And I'm like, oh God, like, I like this guy because he's easygoing, don't have to worry about stuff. And then I'm going to get a new manager. But then the new lady that came in, just as good. So I'm like, oh.
Well, that's just luck. You and your curse of luck.
That, and she's based out of a different location and has a lot of other stuff going on. And she's just like, yeah, do what you do. So that's
the best manager, who lets the people who know what they're doing do what they do.
I have a meeting with them once every month for 30 minutes. That's it. Other than that, like, I just do my thing. And sometimes that meeting takes like 10 minutes.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
I actually had an impromptu call with the main office in Italy today. It was nice because my bosses weren't even in the office yet. So I had to handle that call by myself.
Hey, buddy.
I was the one they wanted to talk to anyway.
Did you answer the phone, bonjour?
No, my assistant answered the phone.
Hey, buddy.
And then when they said it was for me, I took the phone. I have an assistant.
Did they get you coffee?
I've never asked him to.
Well, that's what assistants do.
They got other things. Yeah, he's actually helping me with shit. Like legit shit.
That's neat, but get your damn coffee.
I can get my own coffee.
Yeah, I know. That's what assistants are for.
I need him working on shit.
He can get you lunch.
I'm going to get my own coffee. He's not going to get me lunch. My lunch is a peanut butter sandwich like every day.
Michael.
What?
He could get you better lunch.
I don't want that.
And then he better be paying for it.
I hoard money like a miser. I'm not getting.
Do you have like a little small bucket at work? You just like, as soon as you find a penny on the ground, you like slide across the ground and put it in your little bucket.
I slap people all the way. That's my penny.
Italian is chow. Hey, you got my joke.
That means
it wasn't being
chow
Italian.
is confusing because it means both hello and goodbye.
That's like Hawaiian or whatever.
Yeah. You say it at the start of a conversation, you say it at the end of the conversation. Anytime I'm talking with anybody from Italy, yeah, it's ciao. You're hanging up the
Michael,
phone.
This is the look she gives when you're walking towards her.
She knows I'm coming for the hugs. Ooh. Why you gotta make her sad and stuff? Let me look at my phone. It's not like
Your phone has just been sitting there playing Scootaloo at gifts.
Yes.
I don't know. I haven't noticed it. It just said Scootaloo.
just scoot over and over
Just
again.
slapping her ass.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Look at that one. There's all Scootaloos. Look, it's all Scootaloos. Scootaloos. Yeah,
Why
leave it
did
on
you
that
just
one.
have Scootaloo gifts playing on your phone?
I don't know. Put that there. Won't be distracting at all. Now, I'm like the last one in our friend group who should probably be in a management position, but here we are.
The last one?
I mean, maybe not the last one, but I like to think optimistically of my friends.
I don't think anybody in your direct friends is in a management position.
Yeah, which is weird that I am the one in a management position. I'm saying it's weird that I'm managing a department, and technically it's
a department of one person.
No, two. Technically, it's two. I'm above two people.
So you're managing. So then your job all day is ensuring that they get what they need to do in future planning and not actually performing daily duties, right?
What are you talking about?
You're like not actually performing repair work because that's the responsibility of those underneath you.
Well, one of them, I get them to do it.
Okay.
But then I help because there's a lot to do.
Well, then no, that's not how managers work.
Well, managers are supposed to do nothing.
No.
They just point. That's what the one manager tries to do. And we hate him.
There's different levels of manager in that regard.
Well,
but,
no. A manager, if he wants any respect from the people he works
I managed
with,
people before
should
you
be-
did.
Yeah,
My last job, I managed 2 people for a couple months.
pretty cool.
Yeah, but it was before you.
I managed somebody at my previous job too. I fired him too.
Did you fire them out of with a gun?
No, I fired them.
Because I know the whole controversy thing with you. Yeah. So, I mean, and you were in jail for a few years.
I don't remember that.
I know that it was a really rough time.
It was.
There was a lot of soaps and stuff.
Nah, he was more of a hindrance than a help. So I went to my upper management.
I can see
and
you
said,
being
we need to let him go.
the brutal leader. They're like, well, you clocked in 2 minutes late. Pack your bags. I'm sending you to Gulag.
I am pretty adamant that people show up to work on time. Yeah. It's not hard.
My last 2 jobs have always just said, you work this many hours a day. Here's your core hours. And we don't care as long as you're available in those times, which is about 5 hours in the day, whatever else to do your hours with.
Yeah.
So we can or if I had to put hours in on the weekend, they're like, just leave early one day and then just make up for it. I'm salary, but technically because of government reporting, I am not allowed to work over 40. So I'm salary, but without the normal screw over thing that you can happen with salary where you can be forced to work 50 hours a week and not be paid any extra. They are very adamant that I do not work over 40. And if I have to, for any reason, that I take off the time somewhere else.
I'm fine if somebody's late to work, because traffic was bad or something came up. I'm not going to hold that against anybody. But if you're just consistently late because you're not even trying to be on time,
Michael.
then I will say.
How many times have you kicked the people at work or beat them with a bat?
Never, because that would be assault.
Why did you have to say, You had to think about it.
Not really. I never beat anybody for being late.
Yet?
Yet.
Hey, buddy.
There was somebody at our current job that was there's a few people who are consistently late who are above me, but I can't do anything about them.
Yeah, you can. Baseball bat.
Hello, Yu-Gi-Oh! Hello, Wabble.
Yes, hello, both of you.
I feel like you guys both came here together from a different stream. How you doing?
The carpool.
Yeah, the stream carpool.
So Argo, I saw you had, you did have Patreon, but what happened to that? Oh, it's still there. I used to have a lot of tiers, and I tried to do other things with it, but a couple years ago it became a little too much, so I dropped it down to just one tier. I've considered to go back in there and add tiers, but just keep it as there's nothing to it, because I think for some people they think that it makes it confusing. I've seen some Patreons where they'll just do it where they make multiple tiers, but there's nothing special. Trying to keep up with doing all that with all the other things that I do in life and how busy things can get. It's just not something I can have as like a normal reward system. So if people want to support on there, it's great, because Patreon's fee structure is far better since I'm on the old fee structure than any other medium out there for like compared to Twitch and all that. But it's still there. It's just it's pretty yeah, it's still there. So just
But
I think there should be a link on whatever. I know there are some things that what is some stuff I've done with some of the financial help. I upgraded a local Switch, which allowed me to finally make it so that I can get videos transferred quicker, because it takes forever to transfer some of those video recordings, and a couple of the other things, it just makes it easier, so now I don't have to worry about bottlenecks as much. I also allowed me to upgrade the stream processor for a streaming computer so that it doesn't hiccuping as much on stuff, but still is power efficient. I bought a couple audio packs for video stuff. I just bought another one. Actually, I think there's two new ones now. I buy them every time they come available. I think this might be the new one. This one just popped up.
I like the art. I do like some of that
that's
art.
kind of giving, like, it feels like a John Wick space cowboy.
I was thinking Disco Elysium art type style.
Sure, I'll give that. This one just popped up. I don't think I have this pack, but these really come in handy for having tons of different audio whatevers, and they're usually pretty cheap. So like for $20. I bought this one just recently. It comes with a lot of video effects stuff that's for like Unreal Engine. I don't plan to ever use that, but a lot of these other ones are actually pretty handy. I just haven't downloaded the packs yet. But yeah, I probably buy like $100 worth of Humble Bundle audio packs and stuff every year.
Quick, you gotta fit.
Check out Substack. A lot of content creators are going their route because they only take 10% plus transaction fees. The problem is I'm on old fee structure on Patreon, which is 8%. I'm grandfathered in because I've had it for so long. So it's better than Substack in that way.
I'm dying. Cool. You gotta finish the scene. Quick. You got 5 minutes.
Running at 9.
Right, you got in 1 hour.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
But after this bit, it's when Scootaloo's just looking at Rainbow. It's not as active.
Hey, buddy.
Never mind, keep it grandpappy. Yeah, that's why, like, if I were to change any tier within Patreon now, it would, I think they let me keep grandfathered pricing to a degree, but almost all the other like levels to choose from are just add features and stuff that I would never need. So I just kept it on the base one, which is 8%. But that's where it's compared to like Twitch is for a sub is a 50% is to Twitch. YouTube ad revenue is 30%, but that's ad revenue, so that's not what people give on stuff. The bits are 100% to the person because the fee is paid by the user on purchase, so that makes it a little easier for my side of things. But yeah, it's a lot of the fee structures are anywhere from 10% being really good to 50%, which is really bad. So that's where I've told people, if you want to support a content creator, if they have a Patreon, generally that is the best way to do it, because it's just way better on the fee side of things. Have you made monies from your content from any other platforms? Right now, between Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, which are the main three, they all bring in about the same. Which is, I think at this point, it's like around like about 150 a month. So it's like 450. It's nothing. When Nightly was doing videos and stuff, he ate up a large portion, and that was back when I was making like I'll be back. When I had Patreon, had more on there, and I was putting out more videos consistently and stuff. It was probably double that, a little over double, but I was also spending like 2/3 of it a month on paying him and on other stuff for the content that was done. And so the fact that Nightly hasn't really been doing anything, and because I dropped Patreon, it basically gets washed out where I'm just making about the same anyway. But it's fine. I keep track, and I keep all that money separate from all my personal stuff, and then I just try to find stuff that I need, and then I spend it on that. It's not, I don't keep it for like, I don't go out and like buy snacks with it, and I do keep it separate. I make enough on my day job, so if suddenly I have an influx, I try to find something else. Like I had a good amount saved up for a while, and so I bought a different laptop that had like a 3060 in it or something, because my old laptop for bringing to conventions to do animations and stuff at the convention was so bad, and it didn't function much anymore. So I got the new laptop, and that has helped a lot for when I go to conventions and stuff, but I really don't use it outside of that. I have a gaming laptop that just sits there otherwise, but if I'm going to do that stuff at a convention, I need it, so it's come in handy. And then I didn't have to like drop the money from me, so it's really nice.
Hey, buddy.
I'd assume so. But I'm just curious. So this is more of a hobby for you now, or has it been the same and I've just missed so much? It's always been a hobby. I haven't really. During COVID, I tried to push it a bit more, but it was tiring. I couldn't afterwards. Once COVID was done, when COVID was happening, like you're stuck at home all the time. It like felt like something to do. But since then, moving to a house that had other work that needs doing, and then having that basement flood and stuff, and then more friend stuff, and trying to like not overload myself, because it's well, we just right now stream maybe 13 hours a week, and between setup and everything, that probably adds about a half hour to each stream. So that's an extra hour and a half. So that's about 14 and a half hours. And then there's other logistical stuff that I do on the side. It's probably anywhere from like 15 to 20 hours a week that I put into stuff. That's a part-time job along with a full-time job. So it's a hobby that eats up a lot of time, but it's a hobby I enjoy, and it's not hard, which I kind of like. I could definitely push it more. I could definitely play more like stream more games, work on animations more on stream. But then if I'm already streaming 3 nights a week, that means that I only 4 nights a week right now that I don't. If I start doing more streams, that means like, when would I just live? It just doesn't make any sense to me. If I didn't have a job, if I like got fired tomorrow or laid off or something, I would 100% focus on stuff and probably put like 50 hours a week in instead. But it's just not worth it right now. I still gotta be living life.
Hey, bud. Hey, bud.
I made it a point, and probably incorrectly early on, that I wanted to make sure that YouTube stayed a hobby. And that was actually a mistake for the first few years, because when I actually did the math, if I would have focused on YouTube when it started being very successful early on, instead of the job that I was working like a couple dollars above minimum wage at, I probably could have quit that job and focused on it and actually done better. Now that would be hard because I have a good job, but back then I probably could have. And if I would have focused on it, maybe it would have been a different thing, but I kept it a hobby, and for the better or worse, it's what it became.
See, I poured this out this time.
The nitro?
Yeah.
There's glass over there.
You're just never happy.
I know, but like you grabbed a plastic cup.
You know,
Michael, look at.
I'm Big Turp. I love Big Turp. I have beer.
Hey,
does taste better. It does taste better poured.
Oh yeah, it's just smoother and everything.
This is really good entertainment here.
You're just playing Skooloos.
Just that one.
Skooloo. Or just running in circles.
Still trying to look at her own butt. I don't know if you guys can see this, but let's just have that playing. She's so happy. She's a happy horse. She got her butt mark.
When you getting your new phone?
I said yesterday, but I fell asleep. A lot of stuff is supposed to happen.
You have a lot of butts.
And I fell asleep. Hello, you wouldn't believe this, Jinx Cake, but he's animating horses.
Hello, Jinxie.
A little bit at a time.
I actually got a decent amount done in 2 hours. I got Rainbow fully done, and I got Skooloo about a third, but the last 2/3 is the easier.
They haven't even started smooching yet.
Pull right off of her.
And that hair is crazy. Need to give Scootaloo like a milkshake or something. I feel like she should have one.
Why does she need a milkshake?
Because she's thirsty.
There's already a sweet confectionery that she can get anytime she wants.
What's that? Oh no, cookie.
No, don't say the word.
She's not that hungry. No, she's just gonna have to get that milkshake.
I think because with the 2K stream, I don't know if it's 100% true, but I think depending on who it is, the latency is a little higher for doing 2K.
Yeah.
So, because I've noticed that some people used to be able to respond super quick, and now I'm not seeing the responses as quick. So, I don't know.
I'm just tired.
Well, that's what happened. 69 months, and I never knew. 69 months, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I don't like her eyes.
You gotta make sure you keep Jinxie Cake happy and just keep doing this until you're like 60.
I don't know. I don't know how long I'll keep doing this.
You say it so sadly.
No, it was like 2 years ago. I was pretty close to just quitting because I was burned the fuck out at that point because of a lot of stuff going on. But
you gotta look at this.
But then I thought, I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do if I don't?
No, this is gonna help.
I don't need horse.
What do you mean?
I don't need that horse.
Have horse. It'll recharge you. No, I mean, it is hard to stay motivated for a franchise that is, for all intents and purposes, dead.
You said it.
I mean, I went to freaking the Hy-Vee, and they always have like the same 2 G5 horse toys there, and they weren't there this time. This last time I went, they took them down.
I think when I bought the pony ornaments, did I get them from Hy-Vee? I think I might have actually been from Menards.
The Hallmark ones.
Yeah, I think those are from Menards actually, because they had a pretty decent selection there.
Like, there's little bits and trickles of random stuff, and it's slowly pushing back towards G4 stuff again. Now the G5 essentially got decapitated. It didn't just end; it got murdered. G5 did, which is very sad.
We'll support until the day you decide to stop. But I mean, once I stop, you can keep supporting if you want. I love what you do, so why not? I guess put support where it's appreciated. It is appreciated. If YouTube wasn't didn't have any of that stuff, and like whatever, where it didn't feel there was this much to the feedback in either way. Like if I was streaming but there wasn't conversation, like there would be like a what's the point, but it's a lot of it like when I can go on YouTube and there's comments that are there, and I go in here and there's people popping up like within 10 seconds of starting stream because I'm on a schedule. Like stuff like that is to be more motivating than anything.
The only thing that I've heard that's fairly encouraging towards a new show next year is something Andrea Littman said at a con, where she said that they were working on something that everyone is familiar with, and that's all she could say.
Everybody's familiar with Mr. Rogers.
They're not making Andrea Littman's not working on a new Mr. Rogers.
She is the new
Reboot.
Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
Rumors have it that our new series will come out in 2026. Who the hell knows? Some people paint, some go fishing, others bake, you animate. This is your creative outlet that you share the process with others. Yeah, and I know that if I quit this, I would just go and do something else. And so, because eventually I just get bored.
High school horse girls. That's what it is now. I'm hopeful that this fandom, because I do love these freaking horses so much.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. But it desperately needs something new to drive it.
What are you talking? I've been making videos for a while.
You're not fast enough. I'm gonna get the whip.
If you pay me enough. How much is your stuff worth, Michael? Money. I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'm like, if it's commissions, man, it's all gonna be smooching. You're gonna make the money without the commissions.
Never gonna do commissions.
You've done it before.
I've done it before because it was something that I felt I was already wanting to do, and the commission was just a little side benefit for doing it. But no, commissions are doing somebody else's work instead of your own. I've had for like Prince Whatever has asked me many times about doing videos for his channel, and I've always said no, because even if the stuff I've done for him right now has just been off charity, like I haven't asked for anything, but my thought was he made an entire song based on remembrance, so I felt like I owed him something.
You got your A+ certification. That's pretty cool, Cheesecake.
But if I was paid for something that worked like that, the amount of time it would take to make that, I could just have done on my YouTube, and then there would be the revenue there too. So it feels like I can choose to either do their work for a gain, or I can do it for myself and get the same gain. So why would I do it for somebody else? Plus, if I do it on another person's channel, it leaves my channel blank, which then just leaves it dead, and then loses views on all the other videos that are out there. So it's like I told him specifically, I can't, because I have my own channel. And if I do your stuff, then I'm taking away from my stuff. And so I can't.
No.
I do have some good news. I've been a while since I've been here to really say much, but I got your CompTIA A+ certified recently. Also, indeed, intend to volunteer at Cyberfest this year. I'm just waiting for Dashu to approve my application. Oh, nice. Yeah, they definitely can use the volunteers. The cons tend to always be short on people, so really handy. Even if it's just a runner, it seems like runners are super needed there too. I bet I've become a bit dependent on the regular schedule, and I would miss this community. Yeah, that's I mentioned it, like what, I think it was after the burnout period, like a year and a half ago. I said I'm gonna just start breaking up my schedule and like doing things, and then I never did.
Oh, there is actual pony news. Official pony news. They did say that there's going to be a complete reboot of the brand in 2027 with new content and of course of new products.
Which means they have no plans.
They're citing 2026 as the year of the pony, but don't mention any new content for that period. I think they're probably going to try to push something for next year, but it sounds like there's not going to be anything like a new show till 27.
Yeah.
But you know what? If they have anything, just hinting at a new show in 27 and 26, because next year is the year of the horse. So it'd be, and Pony's big in China. So it'd be a horrible miss if they don't capitalize on
that. Regarding the schedule thing, I'd originally talked about breaking up the schedule mainly because I was prioritizing YouTube schedule or Twitch schedule over other things that were going on in my life, and I have been making it more flexible in that if it's a nice day one night that'd be good for a bonfire and it happens to be a Friday, I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just cancel stream. So before I would have been like, no, Friday's stream day, I got to stream, but I am a lot easier on it now. I think for the Salter.
That's right. Derpy's going to get her own show in 2027. I can feel it. She's going to be the lead character. It's going to be the Derpy show starring Derpy with her friends Derpy, and Derpy. Because you know how much Hasbro likes Derpy.
They heart Derpy. Or they heart Derpy head.
Yes. I love Derpy's head.
Was that the...
What
was the name of those pop figures?
They were one of the vinyl figures or whatever. If you type vinyl, you're just gonna get freaking vinyl scratch. There's one. That's just not in the box. There's one in the.
Well, I wanted the one with the Derpy ones.
We'll go to images. Because that's that one at the top's the Funko. It's the Funko ones.
A Funko is the one that did it. Yeah, because there
it is. I have
see that because they didn't want to be controversial and call it Derpy or anything, so they just said I heart and then Derpy's head.
Yes, every other figure has a name except for that one.
Yep, I heard Derpy head.
She didn't have an official name.
I just like the idea of we don't want to pick a side.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go a third option.
Yeah, no, there is some optimism on the horizon for new pony show content. Hasbro just has to like get their shit together a little bit. I do think that Chris Crocs is starting to realize he made some mistakes. You know, and selling a lot of the studios and putting all of his eggs into the D&D basket. Fingers crossed.
They're building a Hasbro theme park in Kansas City, Missouri.
Really? Where are they finding the money?
That's kind of what I'm wondering. Well, they need to make money, and I can understand they cut a bunch of stuff so that they have the finances to try to grow and put it into their smaller, cut the little things, focus on the important things, or redevelop other things.
I think a theme park's more of a risk than
because the
animation studio.
Yeah, I don't know how big theme parks are anymore.
I mean, there's already a Hasbro theme park in Mexico.
Kansas City is actually really popular. It's actually a great market to put a theme park. Okay, a pony theme park.
Kansas
Hasbro
City.
Be anything. Like Hasbro's kind of like Nickelodeon, where the Nickelodeon when the Peanuts contract lapsed at the Mall of America and Nickelodeon moved in, then they just renamed all the rides, but they can have themed rides because they have so many different.
I bet you
IPs.
that has to correlate a lot with Paramount selling Kings Island, though. They probably downsized when they did that.
I don't know. It's Hot Wheels, Barbie for sure. I thought Barbie's
Mattel.
Yeah, Barbie's Mattel.
I don't know how
mix that up a lot too. No, if Barbie was Hasbro, they would have had a huge win with the movie and then found every way possible to squander it.
Hasbro is Transformers, G.I. Joe, Pony, like Monopoly.
Buddy, you're gonna love it.
Let's see what the Hasbro properties.
Nothing like you. I
Promise.
nothing
Nerf,
off of here.
Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons. That's their big ones.
Magic the Gathering doing fine. Dungeons and Dragons, I feel like actually if there was a misstep they made on anything, even compared Horse, they made missteps on.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons, they tripped on their face. they had a huge win with Baldur's Gate 3 and
the movie.
And they did nothing to or everything they did to take advantage of that influx just made them look worse.
Well, they sold the studio that made the movie, which was E1 Entertainment. And then they were making Make Your Mark as well. That's why Make Your Mark stopped. And then they said the next Boulder Gate wouldn't be made by Larian.
But that's not their fault. That's Larian backing out.
I bet if Hasbro offered them enough.
No, they said specifically, Larian said they had a meeting internally and they said, all right, we can keep working on Baldur's Gate stuff or we can work on something else. What do you guys want to do? And they said, we're bored. Yeah. This isn't fun anymore. We want to do something else. And they said, okay. So then they said, next update's the last one. We're moving on. Yeah. And Larian is really big on everybody there doing the things that they want to do and having a passion for it, not what's money.
Yeah.
And because Vince, the guy that's in charge of Larian, has said specifically, it's just make things people want to make and the money will come.
It's kind of Gabe Knowles' attitude.
It may not be instant and or whatever, but it's you're going to build something strong, and that's what they're doing. And so they're not looking at it of what can we make money from Baldur's Gate. They definitely could. They can make a ton of money from Baldur's Gate 4, but that's not what they want to do. So they're just not going to. And I love that. I also really like that because if it means they're going back to Divinity, I would rather have another Divinity over a Baldur's Gate.
I would take either or, honestly, but yeah.
Either or, but if it goes to Divinity and then back to like D&D, that would be the best. Like jump around. Their Divinity universe is just...
It's a well-made universe.
It's a very good universe, and instead of making a video game that's trying to make tabletop rules work, Divinity was about making a video game inspired by tabletop but is optimized for use in a video game. And so I felt like all the skills and the way they did things were much better. I think Divinity overall was just a better video game, but Baldur's Gate had a better evolution of the cinematics and the graphics and the voice acting and the story writing, because they took all that experience and the investment from Wizards of the Coast and stuff and then built on that. I was checking out the Fanatical Books series. They have a Ninja High School mega bundle, the first anime manga inspired comic book ever published in the U.S., written and drawn and by legendary Ben Dunn. It's been done before. Yes, for only $11. Sounds like a good deal. Oh wait, I was thinking of Mattel. I got confused with Derped Up. Divinity is such a good game. Yes, last week we finished the Divinity board game. Which was me, Michael, and then our friends John and Kyle, and that took a couple months of every other Wednesday. I think it probably took about 3 months to get through. It was a lot of fun. It felt just like you're following basically the story of Original Sin 2, but the board game had like each page was like an area you go to, and there would be times where we skip 15 pages because choices you made would change where you would go and what you would do. So it is definitely a board game that you could play like probably 6 or 7 times and still see new things. We were really sad that we knew Fire Slug, which was one of my favorite enemies from Divinity. It was in there, but we never went to the area that had him, so we never got to see Fire Slug.
I find that interesting. They sold the studio E1 Entertainment, but they retained the brands that they got when they bought the studio, which are Peppa Pig and PJ Masks. I don't know PJ Masks. I know Peppa Pig.
Well, it's because the IPs are worth more, because you can go to a different studio that maybe charge less or something.
Well, that's what they did, and it failed.
Yeah, but the IPs you can keep forever. They'll always be there. You can always keep building more money on them, and they have a IP comes with a fan base.
You part of the Peppa Pig fan base?
No,
Peppa Pig.
But over at Winnie City at the mall, they have the Peppa Pig experience.
Yeah, which is some bullshit. That could be a horse experience, and I would be in there the entire time.
The horse experience is called the convention.
Yeah, but if there was one at the mall, you know how many bronies would migrate over there just to see it?
That poor worker.
Of the one guy who wants that place, a bunch of bronies showing up just in hordes. Please, we need to ride the Pinkie Pie.
language.
Have to hose it down after.
Now I've never played Divinity Original Sin 1, and I think it might be interesting, but I also feel like it's a little hard to play like the second when they Divinity Original Sin 2 is a
I think we need to go back and play Baldur's Gate 2.
That's not even multiplayer.
It is.
Is it? No,
Yeah.
I don't think no. That's
Why? Because the graphics are garbage?
because it's very old.
Yes, but it's a good game.
It's old.
It's just the graphics are the only thing that's different.
Your mom's different.
True. It was a pretty popular game back in the day. It's where a lot of the characters from Baldur's Gate 3 came from.
She says love.
Love. It's like, feed me. I know you're stashing those cookies.
Oodaloo. Oodaloo. Kiss me.
I kind of want a Scootaloo. Where are you? And they solve mysteries together, and they feed Scootaloo Scooby snacks, or Scootaloo snacks.
It's just
Scooter
drugs.
snacks. Yes. Have a Scooter snack. It'd be like Scootaloo. Wee. That's the sound Scootaloo would make.
Wait. Why does Scootaloo go ree?
Because that's what she do. She is Scootaloo. You guys will watch it, right?
Well, people that are addicted to horse are gonna watch anything.
Where are you?
Scooty Loody Lood.
Wait, which version of the show are you making?
You're gonna love it.
That was a bit heavy.
I feel like a lot of the fandom would just come rushing back if they made it it would have to be pretty gosh darn good. But it's there. The fandom is there. They just have to make some quality.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have like the shadow bronies that are sitting just behind the veil, and then the moment that like something drops, they'll be like, oh, "I'm back."
I think they just need to take elements from D&D and incorporate them into Pony.
Ogres and oubliettes.
They just need to basically make a D&D show with D&D lore, but it's all set in Equestria. You have a bunch of monsters to pull from. You have basic rules for magic. And
I mean, for a show,
yeah, for a show.
you know, you can. No, Michael,
What?
Fallout Equestria on TV.
That would be nice, but it'll never happen. The D&D thing could happen because they own both properties.
You don't even have to make it D&D specific.
No,
Then trying to make
bar the rules, bar the guidelines.
It would be neat if they had a show that was like Vox Machina, where it was an adult-focused one with horse in a horse universe.
Keep it PG, but yeah.
The problem is them using that IP in a when not built for the audience that everybody has known it for. I don't think they would ever do
But
that.
the audience who fell in love with G4 are all in their 20s now.
Yeah, but that's G4.
Minimum.
But you also have a lot of them that are in their 60s or 70s that have been doing it for many, many, many years.
Yeah.
And I think that is an IP that they could definitely expand on.
They can go a little older with the IP, I think, at the very least.
Yeah, more EQG.
No.
But it's older.
No more high school girls.
They're all high school.
No. No, we can have like little rogue ponies and little wizard ponies and
I've yet to go to a convention. What is the current fan base yet of MLP generally?
more condensed.
So yeah, so before COVID, it was showing signs of decline, and during COVID, a lot of people that were a long time in the fandom, that's when you started seeing a decline on some of those. But because of COVID, there was a surprisingly large amount of people that got into it for the first time. And so there was some decline, but then you got a lot of new blood, I guess, that had never been to a lot of stuff. And this was all new to them. Like there's probably a good amount of people that are here that I know that are only since like 2020 or 2021. And I would say that as of right now, it's not really going up or down. It's pretty consistent. Conventions have seen, like, BabsCon went down, you know, it was last year, but there was thousands of people that were there. A lot of the Charlie cons since COVID have been seeing their numbers go up slowly, not super fast, but up. I don't know about a lot of the other cons. You're getting a lot more people willing to go and do things at the cons too. So, well, attendance compared to like maybe 2015, 2016 are down at some of the panels, the conventions. Panel attendance hasn't really went down. So, well, it seems like some people disappeared, but their wanting of consume some content seems to not have went down too much. I think the one problem the community has, though, is there's a focus on people that have been here longer to such a degree that it's very difficult for some new people to be noticed from content creator perspective. And part of that is on the conventions, because the conventions too are really big on safe bets of going, well, they were there, they've been doing this for 6 or 7 years. We'll just accept them again because they know what they're doing. We don't have to worry about things. But then you're really lacking on new people coming in and getting that visibility and getting other people to see other new people. I haven't really liked that.
I don't know. I think some people I think my concern is some of this new stuff that has gotten noticed is not necessarily stuff I'm super thrilled with, but then I'm me.
But there's all different parts of the fandom.
Yeah, there are certainly that.
And there's just a surprisingly large amount of people within the fandom that like horse, but like in like violent situations, which always seems a little weird.
The AU stuff.
There's so many different fandoms you could have went into that already have that as a focus, but you went into the one with the cute horses, and then you focus on the violence.
Because they like the contrast. And I kind of get it because I enjoy Fallout Equestria. But some people take it like further, and it gets disturbed. It's no longer about the horses fighting for survival. It's about them being mutated into monsters and like jaws hanging off and nonsense. It's gross. It's gross. It's gross. I like it. Keep your zombies away from my schooloos. Except that one episode, 28 Pranks Later. That episode's great. You had Scootaloo in her little Philly Scout outfit. So cute.
I did like that 28 Pranks Later was like a reference to an actual horror
28
show.
days later, yeah.
Well, they got 28 years later, I think.
It's
came
the
out.
new one coming out, yeah.
Coming out or came out?
I have no idea. I know it's new-ish. I say that and then I'll be like, no, that was last year. It's like, what? I just blinked. It's just that's how it goes. Scoot. I turn on Pony from time to time to rewatch. It's fun. I step away for a while and then I come back and then I'm reminded why I like the show so much.
Yeah, you've been watching this since 2020. Yeah, it's people like you that came in, I think, during COVID and with memes and everything, and you're stuck inside that, you know, looking for new content. That it was surprising how many people just popped up out of nowhere that are like, what is this horse thing? And like going, what? I thought this was going down, and then suddenly there's tons of new people coming in. It's been interesting.
I think for me, I just got into horse because I was in a really bad place at the time with my job and stuff, and I needed anything to distract me, and horse was very, very good at being distracting. To the point where I smiled, was happy.
5 years ago, yeah, you say that, but we've been doing this for like 13, so even longer than that time times 2. I don't know how I feel about the 28 Years movie yet. I've yet to see it, but I will reserve judgment until I see it. I don't think I've seen 28.
I've seen 28 hours
or 28 days myself. So
I've seen 28 hours. That's the only one I've seen, and it's a zombie movie. If you like zombie movies, you'll enjoy it. If you don't like zombie movies, you probably won't enjoy it.
It depends on the zombie movie. I've seen some No, actually, no, I haven't seen anything from that one, I think. No, it's not that I'm against zombie movies. It's just I don't like horror or suspense movies. I'd rather watch many other types, and so those tend to be in those ranges. And
I liked Dawn of the Dead. I thought that was compelling enough. If it's just gore without a compelling story, I'm not really interested. And a lot of zombie movies kind of lean that way. But
no, there's a better movie, Shaun of the Dead.
Yes,
Shaun of the Dead was a good movie.
it was a fun comedy. Like I enjoyed.
But I'm just a fan of God, what's his name? I love this concept so much that I can't remember what his name was.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Those two. It's two guys. But
Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg and the other guy.
Yeah, but there's a trifecta. It was Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and At World's End. That they did.
Paul is also very good.
Yeah, but that wasn't. Those three movies I mentioned were like part of a three thing they were doing.
Yeah,
like same director, same everything. I think Paul was a little different.
And that the drinking movie they did was
That's
really
World's
good.
End.
World's End, yeah. Well, World's End was done after Paul. I don't remember. Other zombie movie. I liked The Walking Dead until I realized they weren't going anywhere with it.
Yeah, when they're like, "Wow, this is successful. How can we drag this on?"
Yeah,
Was that based on a book?
Based on a comic.
Okay, yeah. So was the comic done?
I have no idea.
Yeah, because
I think they it felt like they were in the early the early parts of that show in the comic, that there was some kind of goal they were heading towards, but then after a certain point you realize, oh, they're just dragging this out for as long as they can. They're not actually going anywhere.
Yeah, which I would rather have a series have a full story written beginning to end, tell that story and then end it.
Yeah,
because you have positive memories from it. But now when people think back to Walking Dead, they don't think of, oh, that series is great. They think back yeah, but it ended weird.
it didn't. It just teetered off.
They remember how it ended, not how it began.
Because like early on, they were talking about like, oh, there were good signs in like France of like them being close to a possible cure, but then they got cut off. Communications got cut, so they don't know what happened. And the group starts heading towards the ocean, and you're like, oh, they're gonna try to make their way to Europe, and it just never happens. They get to like DC, and then it just kind of they just kind of start meandering. So that was my once they got to DC, and there's like a town there where they were all like, we need our guns, and they're like, no, you can't have guns if you're in town. I'm like, but we need them to defend ourselves. And then it started taking a weird turn, and it was very clear they weren't going anywhere, so I lost interest. Like I was hoping for a story where they would eventually find a cure, or at least they would find the people who were working towards a cure and then help them in some manner to achieve their goals. Some positive thing. How did it end? I'm gonna look it up. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just like curious if I'm how did.
Yeah, like I like apocalyptic movies and series and stories, but never been a fan of like the zombie post-apocalyptic. Like Fallout, I really like.
It's a little bit zombie, but not 100% zombie.
There's zombie elements, but overall they give a better reason than it always just being some disease or something.
Yeah.
Like Last of Us tried to mix it up a little bit, but still that's just zombie. But like Fallout's really good. I've been playing Horizon, and Horizon's post-apocalypse is probably one of my favorites. But it's also when it's not just a simple reason, that they make some really deep, intricate story as to how things got to the way they are and everything. Not just there was zombie apocalypse, so now let's live in this world. I like when it's a lot more to that. Fallout has a huge amount of information, how they got to where they were, and a lot of it wasn't just a war, that there was other businesses doing things too. And then with Horizons having an uncontrollable robot replication that went haywire and led to the destruction of the entire, or consumption of the entire world, and everything they did to ensure that the world could continue going for some time in the future. Like, it's just I like those ones, but just zombie apocalypse, it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just boring. I don't mind, like, zombie games I find more interest in than any of like normal stories and stuff. But it's just, how do you provide something new in that? I don't get it.
You're gonna love it. I promise.
Nothing.
Oh, I still want to have her look.
Nothing like it.
I promise.
Nothing like. Nothing like you.
I promise.
They saved the world with guns.
Oh,
That's
so
how it
they
ends.
did. So it's kind of like a Game of Thrones ending, where they're like just kind of threw something together.
Yeah.
I have just
Basically, it all worked itself out because they could shoot enough stuff.
You're gonna love it.
Which tends to be a lot of zombie stuff that is less than compelling.
I love Dystopia. It's probably one of my fanfics about it too. Creating OCs is extremely fun. Also, having Celestia looked upon as the bad guy for once is a nice change.
Fallout Equestria. What?
Well, it doesn't have to be Vault Equestria.
Like,
their End of Ponies was one.
was Celestia the bad guy?
I don't know.
Oh.
But like End of Ponies, I think and I don't know too much about it, but I know the big thing on there was it starts the story with everything being post-apocalypse. Horizons starts the same way, and where you are given an end of world, a world that is long gone, and now you're trying to put the pieces together, figure out what happened. I like that. That you already see the end of the book, and now you're trying to figure out what happened in all the chapters before it. I like that a lot. Vault Equestria does that a good amount because it's
a lot.
You're at the end and you already have a lot of idea of how the war started, whatever. But with all the memory orbs and stuff, you're learning a lot of the other small details of who did what when, and I really like too. And I think that's what makes most post-apocalyptic story-driven games work. Is it's not just about putting something in a post-apocalyptic universe. It's about giving them the destroyed universe and then showing them what happened slowly over time. And I love those ones.
I do like Celestia's. I wouldn't call Celestia a bad guy in Fallout Equestria, but she's definitely the one who's most to blame. Hers is in Fallout Equestria. Hers is a story of the path to.
Well, bad guys made a choice to do something bad. She just made bad choices.
She made bad choices. She was trying to do the right thing, and I don't know if she made the choice that truly destroyed everything. That's someone else's fault, but things wouldn't have played out like they did if she hadn't done some of the things she did. She thought she was making good decisions for her ponies. She had good intentions from beginning to end. But it just...
And then, well, the end did come.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
If there is one pony to blame for the start of the war, it's probably her. And she realized that and just made it worse. Due in part to her own ignorance.
I think the heat is causing trouble with the lines. Yeah, well, we had hot today. And I mean, I know that you're where it's also already hot, but
I almost died.
have you had Minnesota hot?
I almost died,
So, like
man.
I mentioned earlier, we get just fucked up weather in that it was 91 today, but it is now 74 and partly cloudy. It showed a thunderstorm move through, and then it shows 8 p.m. sun or partly cloudy, then 9 p.m. thunderstorm, then 10 o'clock cloudy, 11 o'clock thunderstorm, then 12 and 1 o'clock cloudy, then 2, 3, 4 like thunderstorms all night. Like it's just all over the place. And then so 91 today, 67 tomorrow. So we get hot days, but we also just get some weird weather swings. Yeah, I know. Like we had humid, which I'm guessing yours isn't like super humid, maybe a little bit, but we don't get to deal with it for like usually too long before something moves through. If we get high temps, it usually means the humidity gets up there. It'll creep up, and once the humidity gets high enough, it'll lead to some catastrophic thunderstorm or something that'll come through and just
Draw out the humidity.
yeah, it'll pull all the humidity out of the air, and the temperature will drop 20 degrees, and then we'll usually have like 70s, and that's what's going to happen is we're going to go right from 90s to 70s for a couple of days. But that's just Midwest, like Great Plains thing.
We just have to deal with the smoky days here.
Yeah, we got Canada
It's on fire.
apparently one of the government officials from Minnesota sent an official letter to the Canadian government asking them to stop fucking up.
Well, they can't do much about it.
Well, I know they can't. They're like, you guys are mismanaging your whatever. I'm like, yep. And I bet, are you there like watching them do things? Because you're just doing the normal thing of our constituents have a problem, and so we're going to yell at somebody to fix the problem. And the reason that they're not fixing it is because of mismanagement.
No.
It's just you throwing theater around to make it look like you're doing something.
This idea that all these places are just mismanaging their forests for the last like 15 years when it was perfectly fine before.
It's perfectly fine before, but then everything went to hell because climate crap.
It got hot and dry.
Marco, I know you're not a big fan of the zombies, but you might check out the first 4 seasons of Z Nation. Do not waste your time with season 5. It went horribly woke off the rails. It's a drama comedy. Yeah, so see, that's where if you like get to stop watching the series at some point, then it feels like you get through good parts and you still want to watch the rest, but then you're always going to be left with a bad taste in your mouth. I think I just watched Has Been Hotel for the first time.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, well, I finished it. It was really good. It was really good. I liked all the music in there,
Yes.
but most stuff that's on television now is crap, and that was actually a good one. I still have to watch like Farscape and some of the other ones too. Has Been Hotel is so good. Along with Hell of a Boss. I'm way behind in Hell of a Boss.
You need to watch Will.
I'm like 2 seasons behind, and like I think I've only seen 1 short. I do need to catch up on that.
Yes.
But that's when I was thinking about catching up with that. That's when I'm like, I think Has Been Hotel's been out long enough now that if I'm watching Hell of a Boss, there might be something that I would need to know from one or the other. So I thought I'd just get Hell of a Boss out of the way.
Well, I mean, it helps to know some stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's going to matter more in future seasons just because they're going to start merging a little bit.
Merge. Anyway, I had finished my, I think I got Scootaloo mostly done.
Fall right off of it.
Hey, buddy, you're gonna love it. I promise.
And then, yeah, I think that's pretty good.
I think the delicate dance between Has Been a Hotel and Hell of a Boss is the power structure within Hell, trying to keep it all the same power structure but separate at the same time.
You still haven't watched Farscape? I have it. I like the whole series. I have it. I just haven't started it yet. It's not as intimidating as starting like Stargate. When I started Stargate, and then you realize that there's 15 seasons between all 3 shows and technically 3 movies. That was like a year or something of watching. But Farscape, I think, is 4 seasons plus Peacekeeper Wars. So that's not too bad. And I think, yeah, I have Peacekeeper Wars as well. So I have everything. I just haven't watched it yet. But it was a little interesting seeing Ben Broder in Stargate because I believe he started Stargate after Farscape had already been canceled. So it was like a little backwards. Though they did have the one reference in a Stargate episode, I think episode 200, where they were doing a comedy episode, and they had a scene where it was Ben Broder and Vanessa Black, I think is her name, on the Farscape set with some of the original actors playing out like a 10-second scene, and it was hilarious because playing their old characters for like a small little joke on Stargate. Like that was one of my favorite scenes from Stargate. The fact that they did that. Anyways, I was gonna end it here because I still have to open my last 3 packs of Final Fantasy cards.
It's just John. He's talking Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I was not surprised. No, I still have these 3. I need to get these open.
What? That's not a horse.
Well, there's chocobos.
It's not a horse. That's weird birds. That's deformed big birds. Or is big bird a deformed chocobo? I'm not sure.
Now I want to get these open because I haven't. I want to get them done. And we can see what we got. See if I got any like big fancy ones.
Get some Sephiroths in there. Just a whole pack of Sephiroths.
I think you can get. I think there's one guaranteed.
No, there's a horse. I'll get just over here. Oh, don't eat the horse. Pet the horse.
I think you're guaranteed to have like one. What do you call it? Holographic. But I've gotten 2 before. But let's see what we got here. So the first one.
Kind of like there's like the bright reds on that one. I like it.
So this one is the
pretty piece of art.
So this is one of the double-sided ones, and it's a Moogle. Let's focus on the card, not Michael's head. It's Moogle and token creature one, and then there's Hero on the other side. But it's backwards. I've never seen Moogle on there because it seems like they're pretty consistent across everything.
Yeah.
Rook turret. This is 14.
Anything 14 is lame.
Yeah, they have a lot of those, but it's super popular.
It's an MMO.
Looks like it's just a normal rarity. Aerith rescue mission.
Aerith? See, there you go.
It's got like little like everything. Oh, this is the staircase going up.
Up the okay.
Take
in the tower.
Oh yeah, take the elevator or take 59 flights of stairs.
Yes.
So that's a definite reference.
Mm-hmm.
Light of Judgment. I just finished 6, and that is the attack he uses on cities when they don't do what he wants.
Well, when he's just feeling it. There's no really rhyme or reason for what he's doing.
His Light of Judgment to torch the village of Mobla is far to the east. Ben Broder and Claudia Black, that was what it was, had guaranteed contracts with the network. They're required to give them work or pay a substantial contract break penalty. Plus, they still had fan appeal from Farscape. I think they actually did pretty good. I think Claudia had a little bit of a rough start and bad to a degree, but they really got into the roles. I think Claudia really got into her place towards the end, though. Yeah, this one is Sephiroth's Intervention.
Oh, see, that's a Sephiroth card.
Fate is not to be taken lightly, Cloud. But yeah, what is he doing? I'm going to stab.
Oh, that one.
That's Sephiroth. Not a rare one.
That's Sephiroth, though.
Yeah, it's Sephiroth's Intervention. Gigantode. I don't think I have that one either. That looks like horse.
No, it does not. It's like a big toe monster.
I got another instant ramen. Stop looking at Michael. That was just whatever.
Just look at me.
Oh, the next one after this is interesting. Magic pot.
Ooh, you know what Sephiroth's Intervention is worth?
4 cents.
7 cents.
Oh, well, how about this one? Full Art Titus.
Oh, actually.
There we go.
What's that one called?
Titus, Xanarkin Faith. That one's probably worth a little bit. It's not holographic, but ooh. I like this one. Oh boy, Magic. Yeah, we're just opening up the cards. I got a bunch before, and I'm just showing all the Final Fantasy ones. I might pick up more too because I do like opening these. The Gold Saucer. I like that there's 3 different options. It's a land too. That's pretty neat. Titus from 10. Yes. It's not holographic. It's just full art. We got the Cloud of Darkness. But this one, I believe we actually have a holographic of.
I mean, there it is. Ooh, I found out what it's worth.
40 cents.
25 cents.
25 for the full art?
Let me see it again.
It's though this just doesn't have the square on the outside.
No. Ooh.
Tension. Damn it. It's full art. It doesn't want to give up. There it is.
Okay, maybe a little bit more than let me keep.
Yeah.
looking.
Okay. There's still an uniform. What's that one from? 6. Oh yeah, that's Locke stealing the uniform. All right. See you later, Nightmation. Yeah, we're gonna be ending as soon as I get through all these. Definitely didn't spend almost 500 on that Conan Commander deck that Cider Fest had on auction back in 2023. I did get the Final Fantasy VI Commander deck. It's not the collector's edition, but I got the one with Terra. Starting Town. What is that from? Probably 1, yeah.
I can't find that one exactly, but there's a similar one that's worth $7. So that's what I would expect.
So the holographic is Good View Hunter, Good View Gardener. That's probably not worth anything. I have that card, just not holographic. Wait, since the US is phasing out pennies, you might want to get those extra 3 cents and hoard them.
Oh, that one's worth $22. I found it.
The good, which one?
The full art one, $22.
On TCCG. Why did you cannot shrink down?
Oh, that's weird.
Okay, well,
Anyway,
it's not holographic, but
It's 22
still
bucks.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. And that's just a basic land card.
it's pretty good. $22 for one. So that's the winner in that pack is that full art Titus.
Yeah, for sure. The other holographics, kind of whatever. Should I get time from volunteering? You want to play a game? I don't play Magic. And the Commander deck, I didn't open it. I'm not planning to open it. I just bought it for fun. I like collector stuff. I got that, and then there was like a Sephiroth. It's one of those starter one. Sephiroth Cloud one. It was like one of the cheaper packs. I got that for whatever. So I don't plan to ever open it. I just got it, put it on a shelf. If I ever do open it, it's to just take the cards and put them on something else to display. I don't plan to ever play. I'm not big on playing the cards. I just like Final Fantasy and I like cool art. And so I think this is a fun thing and support it if you want to see more of it. I feel that I used to be that way until my friends taught me how to play. So this one is Michael.
Yeah, on a good day. Just focus on your
4.
face now.
Final Fantasy 14. And then that one's Hero from Final Fantasy, probably 14 as well. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Haste magic. Let's Cloud. Going fast. Double time.
You gotta go fast.
Yeah, he buys toy guns and doesn't even shoot them. How sad is that? You mean like that one? Shinra reinforcements.
That's fun.
And a line punk. Oh, we got the Walmart greeter.
Mm-hmm. And on the town greeter.
This is Cornelia, the City of Dreams, Final Fantasy 1. So it must be like a well-known person at the very front.
Yeah.
Guy
just says welcome. Welcome to Cornelia. You talk to him again. He says, welcome to
Ice
Cornelia.
magic. That's from Final Fantasy 10. So that's Lulu, I'm guessing.
That's Lulu.
Yeah, she's got a little Moogle plush. Oh, I love it. Blizzard, Blizzara, and Blizzaga, depending on how much you cast.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. Nice. See, these are way more complicated than when I played.
In the ceiling I am. Hello, ceiling cat.
Dwarven Castle Guard. That one seems familiar. 4. Yeah, I remember him. Okay. Yeah, hello, Ceiling Cat.
Normally it's
We're just going through some Final Fantasy cards before closing up for the day. I just opened this pack. I got Sahagin. That is from 14 as well. So much from 14. That's a lot of S's. Okay, I'm not going to read them. White Mage's Staff.
That's one.
Yeah, that's definitely one. Elixir. That's a very common thing. Makes sense. Interesting art for that one. That one's Final Fantasy 4. I don't know how that comes from 4, but it just says fully recovers HP and MP.
Useful.
This is definitely 16. Clash of the Icons.
Yep. A lot of red in that card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the name of this one. Random Encounter. The Coral.
Yes, that's Final Fantasy 8.
2.
Really?
Some of those characters have been in that series for a very long time. Then we have Magitech Armor. I think I might
That's
have that
6.
one. Yeah, that's definitely 6. The vehicle enters, create and then crew it. Okay. That was me. Poor Michael would have had foam darts permanently stuck to his forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Zodiac Umbral God. This is the legendary. Indestructible.
I don't know what that one's from. 14, I'm guessing.
Yep, 14.
Yeah.
But it's not shiny or anything. It's just a normal rare. Magitech was a good doggy in 14. No, that's stupid. Like, he's not a good doggy. Oh, this definitely is going to be from 13, just based on the use of apostrophe. So this is the Shambling Seath. Yeah, definitely 13. That's the holographic.
Not a rare one, but neat.
Yeah, probably nothing fancy. And then Charlan Nation of Scholars.
Cool.
Just the land.
So far, it's still the Titus is the winner.
Yep,
for
we have
value.
1 pack left.
Yeah, and then it's done.
It was a good doggy, and you cannot convince me otherwise. I don't know. Like, they're bastardizing my boy.
Magitech Armor was a really cool way to make losers into powerful warriors.
Okay, so this one has a full art. Oh.
What is it?
This is the Moogle, but if I remember right, that symbol in the corner means it's worth more.
It's hard to price those ones because they don't have like a name.
It's art card 1 of 53. Because there's like 53 different art cards, I believe. It saved me from death. Ah. Oh, I forgot this girl's name from 10. Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. That one in the front, she's kind of a dick to you. I watch a YouTuber that does something called Final Fantasy Union, and they had a video that came out just recently about Yuna. That was actually pretty interesting.
I found it.
Yes?
It's like $1.50.
For the one with the symbol?
Yeah.
Okay. This one's from 9. You're protecting us, but you still don't understand that we looked out for you too. Dagger. It's Garnet.
You're not alone. I think that's the second time we've gotten that one.
No, I don't think I've gotten that one yet. Ooh. Blazing Bomb. Kaboom. Blow up.
Which bomb is that one from?
9.
9.
The art kind of makes sense for that. This one I don't think we've got either. This is one with Aerith. Fight on.
Heroes never die.
Just hang in there. Someday we'll look back at these hard times and laugh.
No,
we're not dead.
No, we won't, Aerith. I'm sorry. Spoilers, but...
So Geishel Greens. I love that one. Look at that face.
Chomping those greens.
He's chomping it. Look, whoever drew that. Kudos. Here we go. This is the White Mage's Staff.
Yep.
Yeah, so we had that one before. This one, it's not a rare, but it's a gold land. So Crossroads Village. I think I got that one last time. Rydia's Return.
No idea.
This is from 4. Oh, I think I have a good one coming up.
Really?
Eden, Seat of the Sanctum. I think I had that one from before.
Yep.
Trying not to spoil it for myself. Ooh. I got this one before, but this is nice. Lock Cole, not holographic or anything, but it's not like ultra rare, but I like Lock.
Lock is cool.
Here's a full art. Actually,
Two. I saw it too. I was
so
like,
this one's. Or come on, like stop looking at Michael camera. No, there we go. Crystal fragments.
full art. It's
It's
pretty
a full
neat.
art.
Okay, I'm gonna look up that one.
This one's probably
That
gonna
one's
beat
one
Titus.
looking. It might be Titus.
It's not holographic, but a full art
It's a
Tifa.
full art Tifa.
Come on, look at the boobs. There we go.
Focus on the boobs, camera.
Human monk. Look at her two monks.
Her two monks.
That one's
Double monk.
that one's probably worth decent.
Yeah. Shit. Put that one in.
You
It's
lied
not,
to me
it's not the
before.
same one. Hold on.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Wait.
It's not holographic.
No, but it's full art. 9,000. Trying to.
It is R0391. There's another holographic land. Very shiny. It's from 10, yeah.
Keep that one. Just make it a second pop. Can't find it.
Okay. But then the last other holographic one I got. Fat Chocobo. No, it doesn't know how to focus on the Chocobo. Come on. Focus on, not Michael.
Focus on the Michael.
Focus on the
guy.
Chocobo.
The Michael guy
There
is
it goes.
cool. Don't look at the Chocobo.
Work. And then Kerplunk, which actually are his attacks.
Okay, there it is. Okay, it's doesn't quite beat Titus. It's like $20.
For Tifa?
Yeah.
Well, still, between those three packs, that made up about
Oh no, it's 30. So it does beat him. They got it for 30. It went up in price.
just now.
Like between the Google listing and this one, it's sold for as low as 15, but they're
Oh.
listing it for 30 currently. So
Yeah.
it's gone up.
Cool. It's gonna go in a case, and I'm not gonna get rid of it.
There was another Tifa one that was up there that I looked at first full art. I was like $700, and I was like,
Is that the calligraphic or?
no, it was just a different art.
Well, they had like a pre-release version too that was before they were finished, and there's some other things too. If you want to you can buy packs that are 100% holographic. They're like 16 cards in there or something, but the packs are like 60 or 70 bucks or something or more. They're very expensive.
But you got two good cards collectively worth about $50.
Yeah.
together.
And between the other pack and this, because more than likely, on average, the cost that you pay for the card, to buy the cards, is going to be equivalent to the cost to sell the cards. Because if it was on average higher, then it would just be an investment to buy tons of cards, but then that would eventually buy enough that the price that would drop, and then it would be even. But if it started becoming where buying them was cheaper individually, well, then nobody would be buying the decks; they'd be buying the cards. Then the cards would go down in stock, and then they would up the value of buying them fresh again. So it should always balance out. And so the fact that I hit about the same on average means to me, won out. But I'm not selling them, so who cares? Anyway. We're gonna send you guys on forward.
The derbies.
But that's the last one I had for right now for him. But I might pick up more just because I enjoy
The addiction
opening
has started.
them. I'm not doing anything with them. They're just I'm putting them in sleeves and then I put them in a corner. So. But I will be, once I kind of gotten to the point of like all the ones that I care about, I do want to get like I would like, that's one reason I kind of want to open the commander deck one, because it has all the characters from 6. You can get just frames that have like card slots in them, and it'd be cool to like put all the characters from something in there, that type of thing. But yeah. Anyway, where are we going to send you guys?
Horse.
Oh, how about that horse?
That's not a horse. It's a furry.
Yeah, Cowgirl and Fiora. We did Fiora pretty recently. We did Cowgirl pretty recently too.
Pony Roulette.
We can check Pony Roulette.
Pony. Here's a pony. There's a pony and a pony. Gotta type.
Oh, I gotta get rid of the
Brony.
follow.
Oh.
There's Flutter Pie we did just recently. Feline Equine. Super Fox. I don't think Swift Triff is a pony.
I'm looking one down, and that's definitely a pony there.
That looks pony. Playing Team Fortress too.
Oh wow, I'm already a fan. They got quite a following too. And she looks so comfy. Oh, that's so cool. It's like,
The I don't know what they're doing. This is kind of crazy.
Too.
But yeah, we're getting over there. I actually just recently went through my inventory on Steam and I sold anything I could sell from TF2 because I just don't care anymore. I've already made like $30.
Neat.
And I have one item that was worth like 20, and so I put it on there, and I'm just waiting for that to potentially sell. But
I had my account raided years back, and
lost everything.
they took all the.
Well, then don't have your
useful
password
stuff.
as 1234 derp.
But it's such a good password.
All right, well, head over there. So thanks, guys, for hanging out. We'll be back on Friday. See if we can get. I don't think we'll get a full other shot done. We're down to the 3 shots left. It's probably going to take 3 different days to finish the 2 shots, and then another full Friday to probably finish the other. So it's 2 weeks to get all the cleanup done, and then the smoothing should only take a couple days.
I'm not gonna be here next week to watch you do it.
You leave next week?
Yeah.
Wow.
So all those plans you were probably making.
For what?
I don't know.
I'm not planning anything
Stuff.
with you.
Wow. Sad.
Thank you to Emmy Volpin for the follow, and also to Europe Altina for the follow. Thank you to Night Nations for all the cheers. Thank you also for the resub tonight. Thank you very much. And thank you for the raid, Europe Altina, as well.
I miss TF2. I'm watching them. It looks so much fun.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of like not selling items for a while, but then when I really thought about it, I'm never going to go back to play that.
Even if you did, it sounds like I don't do anything.
Yeah, well, some of it added like items that I really enjoyed playing with, but I don't care about the cosmetic ones. Only item I care about is I have the one from doing the Saxy nomination that says it was from a nomination and I cannot trade it.
Yeah.
But others, we'll see you all later. Oh, could you get one of those poster frame kits? I could, but I gotta go. So
Goodbye. Let's see the little horse get happy.